All right. We may be live. There's a chance that we're live. Come on in, everybody. Welcome, welcome. How is it going? Come back to the world of Pokemon Champions with me. It is time to make this team into something on the road to being great. You know, definitely good. I think it's fine right now. If we can get to good, that would be so good, right? And if I could get to great, whew, that'd be lovely. But yeah, let's go for good for the moment. What's up, bud? Good to see ya. How is everybody doing? Come on in. Let's see. Yeah, this is good. Welcome to another wonderful adventure in competitive Pokemon battling. I'm gonna do my goddamn best out here. What's up, Fur? How is it going? Come on in, y'all. Let's take a look at the team. Because right now, I've been rocking with New and Tasty, and New and Tasty has been working pretty good. I'm kind of circling the drain of Ultra Balls here. Vic, I did you just send you an interesting message. I've been talking to Vic as well as Chrissy, a couple of VGC heads out here. All right. I love that. Great. Love it. All right. I'm trying to make Wictor work. And that's what I'm trying to build my teams around here. Because Wictor, I just like Wictor, man. Wictor's cool. Wictor doesn't need an item. Give me a big Wictor. I like Wictor. It's good. This is my journey to try to make Wictor pop off. Because I feel like he does have a lot to say. This is Pokemon Champions. It's a free-to-play battler, which is basically like the Pokemon Stadium of right now, of 2026. Let's see. Let me get a little bit, let me get these vibes cooking. Let's get funky. All right. Yeah, we'll do one of these. So let's get into a little bit of team building. From what I have been working with, I have come up on a couple of difficulties. Ariete. So let's take a look at the team. We got Wictor, Protect, Heat Wave, Shadow Ball, Psychic. I feel like this is pretty clean. Let's see. Grab your streak and head off for lunch. Well, thanks for stopping by, Ink. Good to see you. You're first. Welcome, everybody. So Wictor is kind of the cornerstone of the team. I feel like I'd like to stick with Wictor because Wictor can really come to play. Wictor also with that Psychic attack has been a pretty critical anti-Sneasler strat. When it comes to anti-meta, the thing that I'm really focusing hard on is Wictor with that Psychic. Also, Jeff, my Melodic, has been super helpful anti-Incin. Dang. Vic, you're coming in hot with some real meta guys. Recommend Overheat over Psychic? Well, how would I get rid of Sneasler then? Let's see. Overheat could pop off, I suppose. It is a shiny Earthworm, thank you for noticing. I brought Earthworm in. There was a fun Wolfie VGC video that I saw that popped an Earth Eater Earthworm with a Chomp. And I gotta say, that seemed fun. So I was like, I'll put him in here if I ever decide to get that level of it. I actually did see somebody I fought one of the exact copies of Wolfie's team in the ladder, where you use Earthworm's shed tail to get a substitute over to a Frostlass, which has been quite wild. Hello, come on in. How you doing, Dave? Welcome. All right, come on in. So as far as dealing with the Garchomps, Gregory has been a pretty fantastic kind of like dog of war, a dog mermaid of war. What's up, Whoopie Eevee? Come on in, everybody. How is it going? Welcome to a little bit of competitive. I'm doing my best out here. If I could get to Master, that would be fantastic, but I'm so excited that I got to Ultra Ball. I'm circling the drain of Ultra Ball 4 right now, and this is the team. So here's where I'm at. I think this is main. This is New and Tasty. New and Tasty is the team that I have been working with. Overheat does a minimum of 106? Okay, well that's good to know. But then I sacrifice all of my cool special attack, you know what I'm saying? Beating up Sneasler is very good, don't get me wrong. Does a Sunny Heat Wave take out a Sneasler? Let's see. What are we doing today? Well, I'll tell you what. Welcome, everybody. How is it going, Rove? Primachu, come on in. I am trying to make my Mega Chandelure team into everything that it can be. What about you can blow up Overheat in Sun? Well, definitely. But I guess then my question about the Overheat is then I'll have to switch Wictor out, right? Because Wictor will have a drop in his stats. That harsh drop of special attack is a little interesting. Let me snooze this ad break as we are just warming up into it, everybody. Come on in. This is one noob's attempt at making competitive Pokemon work. Ink, thanks for stopping by. All right. So currently Cheryl was just brought in because I definitely wanted some better synergy with Sharknorris. That's why you have Fake Out Sneasler and Friend Guard Mousehold to reposition. I do have a Mousehold. My wife does love Mousehold. I mean, the Follow Me is pretty nice. What's Friend Guard? Let me take a look at Friend Guard. Friend Guard. Let's see. Reduces damage done to allies. But how much? Damn, no wonder this thing is pretty beneficial. I had Clefable in here, thinking that Clefable could possibly also take some heat. Let's see. We do love a little bit of Friend Guard. I mean, reducing damage done to allies is pretty fantastic. I didn't know that little bastard did that. That's crazy. By 25%? By 25%? That's... Whoa, okay. Mousehold, holy shit, okay. That's crazy. Chrissy, yes, my other VGC sweat. Welcome. Yes. Mousehold can Super Fang. I mean, that's very true. It does go... Is Mousehold faster? I think it's a little faster. 132 on the base. Yep, it's definitely faster. Mousehold's pretty fast. It's a family of 4. I didn't know that I have family 4. That's cute. More kids to be in danger. All right, so this is where I'm at right now. This is what's happening. Well, let's see here. So currently I'm getting a pretty amazing amount of Whimsicott benefit. So yeah, it all comes to giving Wictor the support that Wictor oh so desperately needs, because Wictor can really do a massive amount of damage with that 175 base special attack. So, Mousehold is one of the only 2 Pokemon and champions that has Follow Me. Yes, and the other one I have right here. Who's Pinkaboo? Clefable. Now, Clefable, I don't know if Clefable is a preferable Follow Me user. Follow Me is a fantastic move if anybody doesn't know about it, where it basically, in a double battle, will make the any attacks that your opponents are using that target a single Pokemon, target that Pokemon. So if they're targeting Wictor with a Darkest Lariat, they'd come into Pinkaboo. So that's definitely something that could be very helpful. Pinkaboo's got, as far as like a Darkest Lariat specifically, the fairy typing is quite cool along with the Dazzling Gleam situation. But when I think about Mousehold, I mean, Mousehold's Friend Guard is pretty insane. Yeah, it's like Rage Powder, exactly. So let's ideate. Let us think. Chrissy was of the mind that I could pop Ridley, a Skarmory in here. Or not a Skarmory. Skarmory was floated at some point. I was also, this was something Chrissy suggested, but also something that I was interested in was Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl as a backup, this would not be necessarily the moveset, but backup Tailwind user, I was thinking maybe Wide Guard could come into play, but also as an alternate Mega, possibly. So if it was, we'd lose Cheryl, we'd get Aerodactyl. So let's see. Gregory has been a pretty fantastic one-shotter of Garchomps. I do really like Primarina, but I'm a little lopsided because Jeff right now is also a water type. That is correct. It would be kind of a swing. Bud Horse, you have redeemed an Nom Nom. Where are you? Where'd you go, bud? Is this you? Who's this? Phoenix. No. There we go. Bud Horse. There you go. All right. So, yeah, this is around where I'm thinking. So we got Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl would be kind of doubling up, but could also have a little bit more offensive panache than Whimsicott. But Whimsicott's pretty fantastic, especially if I'm dealing with any kind of, like... The thing about Whimsicott that I'm dealing with right now is that any Whimsicott that I'm dealing with, like any opposing Whimsicott, I will need to change her stat allocation, because currently I'm getting outsped, and they're just using Taunt on me. I mean, Gyarados is always kind of cool. That would be yet another water type. Let's see. You've tried playing this game on online, kicked your butt. Yeah, it's really, it's tough. It's, you know, it's simultaneously the most accessible competitive battling has ever been, but it is still competitive battling, which is inherently inaccessible. So it's a complicated world, but I'm having fun trying. This team has gotten me up to Ultra Ball tier, so I'm not, you know, I know who Pikachu is, but like, I'd like to be a little stronger. So that's why I've got a couple of my VGC obsessed community members, Chrissy and Vic, kind of in the coach seats here. Let's see. Arrow is one of the better Tailwind setters, yes, and a good counter to Charizard. So is there a world? A pig. Thank you so much for 17-month streak. Another sub. That is right. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate the support. And Ultra Ball, baby. I'm on my way. We're currently circling the drain of Ultra Ball 4. But there's nowhere to go but up, because I don't think I can physically be demoted back to Great Ball, which is so nice. That would be demoralizing. I mean, I like Gyarados a lot more than... Well, Corviknight's pretty dope, too. I don't know. I have not gotten a lot of use out of Corva. Getting a Gyarados in the mix would be nice, because then I could also do my own Intimidate shenanigans. There's always that. Let's see. Crispy, hello. I read your text, but I also didn't read your name. Good to see you. Has a buddy working, you have a buddy working on a Mega Aggron team. Ah, Mega Aggron, yes. Well, let me think. Let me get my head screwed on straight here. I've been writing and editing for the video that I'm gonna do with this all day, so I'm gonna get my brain out of the editor's zone and get my head into the game here. So there's a possibility I could sub out Ariete for Aerodactyl. That might not be the worst thing in the world. Having an alternate Mega could be interesting. Chrissy suggested having the Mega Stone on Aerodactyl while also rocking Dual Wing Beat, Tailwind. Not a Rock Slide, interestingly enough, though. I would probably want Rock Slide on there. Though Taunt is also... The thing is that I want 5 moves, and I can't have it. Yeah, Aerodactyl getting Wide Guard is pretty sick. I would probably run Wide Guard over Protect, which might be a little bit of a risk to poor Aerodactyl. Let's give Aerodactyl a name, because I'll give him a name once we get him on the team. I'm going to be half watching. Always happy to be the podcast in your ear holes. Welcome, everybody. It is time to do a certain amount of team building before we get back into those laddery ranked matches. Lockjaw, that's a great name. So, Mega Aggron is a sleeper pick. I have been seeing a couple of shorts about Mega Aggron, and I love Mega Aggron. I really want to make Wictor work, so I feel like if, not just because I love Mega Chandelure, but also because I feel like I will improve most as a player if I can focus hard on making one team work as opposed to trying a billion. I've got the Glimmora girls, and I'd love to get the Glimmora girls working, because I also think Mega Glimmora is sick, but I can't escape from trying to make Wictor work, because Wictor got me where I am, you know? Yeah, Mega Aggron, when it Mega Evolves, goes full Steel type, which is such a fantastic typing for a crazy 230 base physical defense powerhouse. Like, you can't outstall the wall, right? Ooh, that sounds delicious, May. Oh, a co-op double battle would be awesome. Yeah, like the group battles of yesteryear. So yeah, the thing is, when Arrietty has been pretty fantastic, right? No matter what, I'm going to want to retrain Arrietty, right? Let's take care of that right now. Because I'm getting outsped and taunted, which is not something that I like to do. I, in fact, dislike it. So let's get Arrietty, my Whimsicott. Where are you, Whimsicott? What is this, alphabetical? There we go. With Mega Flow being the mega in the game, truly, absolutely, yeah. When you have like a massive steel type. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to take away... I've gotten Focus Sashed, so in my early attempts at making a Whimsicott, I just put some defenses. So, but let's put speed, because currently I've been dealing with... Let me go timid. Yeah, because currently I've been dealing with getting outsped by fellow Whimsies and just getting Prankster taunted, so I can't do anything. There's a possibility I'll want Taunt. It's tough. Encore has been a pretty fantastic Punisher, but I don't know if it's Taunt v Encore, because Sunny Day has been pretty critical. There's a possibility I could try to get Torkoal in the mix, but that feels like I'm double dipping on something that's not necessarily giving me everything I'm looking for. I feel like Sun is a happy accident when I can get it, and if I'm to base my entire team around it, then it's not really functioning for what I'm needing. The only way you could deal with your buddy's Aggron was Mega Charizard's Sun-boosted Heat Wave. Well, yes, that would be a fantastic thing to do. Mega Charizard has also been a bit of an issue for the team. So, Aerodactyl is not the worst idea. I am H.O. How is it going, Arton? Come on in. Welcome, welcome. If Taunt is an issue, you could run Mental Herb to shake off the taunt. That's not a bad idea. I always forget about Mental Herb. Well, I could run it bulky. I am running bulky. I usually am not one-shot unless I'm not like getting hit by poison, and they also expect that I'm gonna be scarfed. Mental Herb, not the worst thing in the world, because then I still get an opportunity. Aerodactyl will always be faster than Megazard, and Megazard is still flying and fire, right? So it's not the dragon, it's not the other. It's Mega Charizard Z or whatever. I might try the Mental Herb. I might try some herb. Let's see here. Let's go to the shop, because I don't think I even have it yet. Oh my god. Well, that sounds harrowing, Arton. My day has been much more chill. Let's hope that the rest of your day is better. I really do like that idea. That's a good one. Let's go to the Frontier shop, because I'm not made of money here. Now let's get the Mental Herb. Alright, transaction is complete. Because this is a really fun thing to kind of throw people off, because I've been taunted so many times with Arrietty. It also opens up the sash for another Pokemon to possibly hold it. Meggy, well, not Meggy, but maybe Aerodactyl could rock a sash. But then again, according to Vic, which is not advice that I'm really looking to say, 100% no to, the idea that Arrietty and Aerodactyl might be filling similar kind of zones. But maybe I could kind of put Corvi and Aerodactyl in similar zones. Vic, it's tough for me to check too many Discord messages. But there is a link that you've sent me. Whoa. Ah, this is a team that you're suggesting. So we've got Shandy, we've got Whimsicott, we've got Sneasler. Sneasler has been something I've been resisting. I've been a little counterculture, just seeing like the Pokemon that is the best Pokemon. We got Mousehold. For some reason, 4 is better. We've got Corviknight, who's on the team now, and we've got Garchompity, who's on the team now. I think I'm running that... I'm not doing Stomping Tantrum, but I've got Rock Slide Protect. Let's see what I'm running on my guy here. All right, in the meantime, what I want to do is let me get that Mental Herb. Is it Defense? No, it's Recovery. All right, so let's get the Mental Herb on Arrietty. Look, the mean girl, she's tough, right? There's a wonderful Discord that Arton just popped into. If anybody else wants to join, it's a great community of folks. Come on in. Come on in. I mean, the bird is pretty sick. Thank you for putting that together, Vic. That's very nice of you. Mousehold could be a very good help. If I get rid of Jeff, though, Jeff is my way to punish Insins, right? So this team, it's got that Sneasler, right? So what's the Incineroar punish? Is it the Chomp? In 60% of teams, Sneasler is just the best and only fighting type. Yeah. Yeah, Sneasler's pretty good, I will say. Is just this guy for this team. It also punishes Incin with the White Herb. Is it because... It's because of the fighting typing. Yeah, that's true. I guess currently my Incin punish is Jeff. Jeff is really kind of my dog of war for Incin. It'll one-shot an Incin with the Scald after the competitive boost. It doesn't have, you know, all the fake-out stuff. I'm gonna resist Sneasler for now, but maybe that's my folly. But having some fake-out pressure would be very nice. I don't think... I mean, the Meowstic has got the fake-out pressure. The thing about Meowstic is it kind of fulfills a lot of what Ariete does. A Razor, thank you so much for the subscrippies. 9 months you have been subscribed. I really appreciate that. Goes a long way. Thanks, buddy. Sneasler outspeeds Incin and has fake-out. It's true. With no redirection, you also have no King Gambit matchup. What have I done about King Gambits? I think I've mostly cried. I think I've mostly cried about King Gambit. Well, I've got Body Press from Cheryl, but I don't know if that's the biggest help. Body Press from Cheryl was my answer, but this is a new iteration of the team. In the previous year, I went for the fire. I went like... Oliver would have been my answer, but I don't know if Oliver's an amazing answer. You get the Intimidate, you get the Flame Charge, but you want to go special against one of those King Gambits. If I could get a low kick in here somewhere, just give me a low kick. Yeah. Corv is decent, but King Gambit will always take something with it. Yeah. King Gambit's kind of an issue. Yeah, as far as like other fighting types, that's kind of it. I guess there's Quaquavalve. White Herb Quaquavalve? Is that something? I might be able to outspeed. White Herb Quaquavalve. There's a low kick situation with White Herb Quaquavalve. Gardevoir with Aurasphere. Ah. Yeah, I guess you'd still be weak to the Steel, but you're gonna outspeed, huh? Last night your answer to Gambit was just Garchomp and Rotom. Garchomp and Rotom. Rotom was a suggestion from Chrissy that seemed like a pretty believable idea. I think it replaced Corvi with the washing machine. So let's make some broad strokes and take a look here. If we put Black and Decker in over Cheryl, does that make sense? Maybe Gregory? But I love Gregory. This is the problem. But Jeff and Gregory are kind of filling similar niches here. So maybe this is, you know, this is the emotional, do I need to kill the inner child, or can the inner child win, right? This is my constant, there are two wolves inside of you. One thinks, like, you know, Gregory's awesome, and the other wants Sneasler. Which wolf will you feed? Which one? Last night, yes. Sorry, wait. Made a slight change to your team, so now Gardevoir has a Mega Stone. You're running double stones, since Drill and Gardevoir are never on the same team. I was thinking about the possibility of doing a double stone. I mean, in a world where I run into Charizard, I'm usually Shark Norris rock sliding for great justice. One is a wolf, the other is also a wolf. Yes, very, very much indeed. Very, very astute. I guess I could lose Gregory, but Gregory one-shots Garchomps right now. Gregory eats Garchomps for breakfast. But maybe it's not about that. Chrissy was of the mind that Jeff would be able to just outstall them. Shandy has no bad matchups, so you should be able to bring it with the support you have. I will say that Chandelure has a pretty fantastically poor matchup into Incin. One Darkest Lariat and Chandelure dies. That's it. It's done. And Gregory hungers, you understand. Gregory Hungers. Let's do this. I can't possibly get any lower in the ladder. What if I put this team out there and we then pick it apart as we see it suffer? Does that seem like a good idea? The only bad matchup I see with Wictor is Incin. Incin is just there to make problems for me. King Gambit is an issue. I don't know if Body Press... Maybe Body Press has what it takes to take it out. But I could also see Shark Norris popping... I mean, Shark Norris and Cheryl together are a pretty fantastic King Gambit counter. But that's 2 Pokemon for the price of 1, right? That's a lot. That's a lot to be dealing with. Let me see. Let me see if... Does anybody have an Incin? Or not an Incin. Does anybody have a King Gambit on their team? Anybody long for combat and want to help me test a team? Because that Gambit's an ish, right? I mean, you currently know my team's moves, but that's fine. Let me see if I can get into it. Let me get into a match, because I can't possibly go... I can't drop below. I can't drop below, so we'll see. Let me see. What if I go to a ranked? And we'll go ultra. I can drop a little farther, but I can't drop too low. Let me take a look at it. All of you are saying such good things. Let me see this team, New and Tasty, in kind of like in action while I'm thinking about this. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, we gotta test the weak links here, because I think you guys have a lot of good things to say. This is a Sun team. This is a Trick Room team. This is an issue for me. Okay. I should be able to take advantage of their own Sun and hop Wictor in with a Shadow Ball on that fool with an Ariete. Yeah. Because if they open up Torkoal, they're not going to open up Whimsy. But if they open up Whimsy, Chandelure can probably still take care of business and we'll be all right. Because I don't think I'm going to go down with one of those. Mega Meganium, yes. Hey, I'll definitely try that, Chrissy. After I get through this match, I'll definitely fight you. That sounds like a perfect team to fight. Also, Vic, that would be fantastic. Y'all are the best. Okay, so I also think there's no way I come into this without Shark. And I also think there's no way I come into this without Gregory. So let's try this, because there's a water... Water is definitely an issue for this team. Let's do this. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm back. I've got a lot of advice. Wonton is yawning, so let's hope we can get them. Though, if they're nice, Eepy, and slow and they use a Trick Room... Oh, interesting opener. So Wictor Ariete, this is not the strongest open for you guys. But what if instead of worrying about all of your shenanigans, I just do my thing? What if I just go, like, wicked crazy here? They're going to Trick Room. So I think I'm going to Sunny Day and then just go hard and see exactly what's happening. Lope's got that stone for sure, but I'm not worried about fighting types. I can't be using any ghost-type shenanigans because I'm double normaled. It's so normal in here, and yet it's freaking not because look at them. Yeah, Ariete's got that fake out. What are you going to do about that? We're heat waving. It's going to miss Lopunny. All right, rude. And Farigiraf is a freaking monster, but that burn's going to matter. That burn is going to matter. Okay, there's the Trick Room. We all knew it was coming. We all knew it was going to be here. Farigiraf is out here burned, so those, if I get crunched, it's gonna be reduced. So let's just keep on freaking going, baby. Wictor's gotta, Wictor's gotta... Sunny Day, Prankster is still gonna go where I want it to go. Mega Bun Bun. It's not a Mega Bun Bun strat. Who are we bringing in? Golurk. Okay. Yeah, this is 100% designed to F my S in the A. Okay, so Golurk Mega coming in. Let's get the Sunny Day and see what we can do here, because that thing is going to be not so fun for old Hades. The Sun with the Heat Wave isn't going to do nothing. It's not going to freaking do nothing. It's going to do so much. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. What if we just protect Wictor, because we're going to be focused Wictor. right? And we get a little gleam from Arrietty. Because that's going to take down Golurk with 18% probably, right? I don't know. I've really never run into Mega Golurk. So I have a feeling it's going to be focusing Chandelure. We're going to protect on Wictor because, God, am I so scared of that gigantic thing. And the Trick Room is raging, right? Poltergeist, that's fine. Not going to be dealing with that. Twin Beam is going to hurt? Not that much. Arrietty's fine. And then can Arrietty... That was a crit. That's unfortunate. But the Gleam. The Gleam's going to do it. Gleam's going to get 18%, no problem. Oh my God, are you serious? You cannot be serious. Okay, cool. That's fine. All right, Wictor. What do you do about a boy named Wictor? God. All right, battle info. We got 2 more turns of Trick Room. Wictor's got to get out of here. Let's get Gregory in here. Gregory's going to be able to tank this. And we're also going to keep Gleaming with Arrietty. Arrietty should be able to tank another one of those dual beams. Yeah, the Unseen Fist. The Headlong Rush is an interesting choice. Gregory's so dead. Gregory took a real bullet for me. Okay. Well, this has been very traumatizing, but Gregory, thank you. The Twin Beam, we can tank it. We can survive very barely. We sure did. Arrietty, please. Arrietty, please. There it is. The Farig. And that's Golurk. Golurk's down. All right. The burn on Farig. Okay, it ain't over, baby. And so they don't have another opportunity for that Trick Room. Okay, so this actually could be a win. Gregory not necessarily having the best showing, but that's fine. Wictor is back. The sun is still raging, and so am I. Here's Torkoal. Torkoal, I don't like you being around. So what if I actually just keep on... What if I go for a Shadow Ball into Wictor? No, into Torkoal. We Shadow Ball into Torkoal. Arrietty, what can you do? I guess I could get that Tailwind going, knowing that this is the last turn that Trick Room is going to be set. Yeah, let's Tailwind. Though I don't know if I'm... Yeah, I might get outsped by that bunny. The bunny might outspeed me. Okay. Let's Tailwind. Let's do it. Because then I pop in with the Chomp. The Fake Out's going to hurt into Arrietty. That's fine. We had to do what we had to do. Arrietty doesn't have Protect. That's a sacrifice that I make. Eruption is probably going to be fine, honestly. It's somewhat fine. That's okay. And here comes Shadow Ball. Right down Shadow Ball lane. Massive damage. The Spadef drop. I think there is no way that I don't take the W here. Okay, Wictor is going to protect as Sharknois just goes full on for that EQ. Or I could, actually, why don't I double? I think it's more smart to double Wictor, Heat Wave, and then Shark, Rock Slide. Let's get it going. Lopunny might have a Fairy-type move. Protect on the Torkoal, so good not to focus Torkoal, but I'm going double spread move. And copy Vic, thank you. Close combat is going to hurt. Not going to hurt that bad. Yeah, this is a W. This is clean. Rough Skin's going to do something. We go double in. Rock Slide. Protected. Trying to punish me for using, for focusing Torkoal, but it's not going to be enough. Heat Wave from Wictor. This is a good combo. Yeah, Lopunny's down. That burn, I think, really did matter. That burn, I think, saved my buns on that Farigiraf. But we Shadow Ball, and we Dragon Claw. And it's done. And it's done. They must know. They must know by now. All right. I do like it sometimes when they just keep on going. Sometimes you gotta let it, you just gotta fight till the end. And I respect that. GG, Wonton. This was a fun match. So this would be an example of my team doing pretty good. What are you going to do about a headlong rush from a mega, you know, Gundam? Not much. Not freaking much. So, not continue. I don't know. I don't want to continue. No. Okay, so this is where I'm at right now. So let's think about it, shall we? So that was pretty good, pretty clean. Let me claim all this business. I got 500 VP. Hooray. All right, well, I will make a slight... Yeah, at the very least, we'll keep the option open. Wait. Cool, we're saved, we're good. Let me Scarlet it up here. Vic, I appreciate the Sneasler. I don't know if I'm ready emotionally to do it, but we'll give it a shot. I'll at least have it in Pokemon Home. You know, it's, you know, she's got the side pony, this adult woman. Maybe. All right. Let me go into my Poke Portal. I'm not giving in to temptation. I'm allowing temptation into my heart so that maybe I can choose it the next time. Because, you know, if I get tempted when Vic isn't here, then I'll have to hunt down a different Sneasler. You understand my problem. 8712. Just having Sneasler in the home doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to use her. Look, these Pokemon are good for a reason. Now look at this. I can offer you a shiny Delibird in exchange. Please take good care of it, Vic. A great Pokemon for a great Pokemon. I'm not giving in. I'm just opening the possibility to give in. You know what I'm saying? It's different. It's very different. Sure, yeah, definitely the first step of giving in, for sure. But it's not, you know, it's not the end. Not the end of things. It's not it. Boom, boom, boom. All right, Sneasler. Hello. All right. Thank you, thank you. We save, and we think about the bed that we've made of sin. And we go to Pokemon Home to get our sin into our game. It's like letting the cat inside just for the night. Yes, and I know Sneasler will live here now. Cup is using Sucker Punch? On whom? Whom are you Sucker Punching and why? For whom does the Sucker Punch? Logging in, baby. I think we're getting a little bit of... I think the music is happening in both places. Let me actually pause this. You should also learn learning to play with and against Fake Out. Yes, Fake Out is a little bit of an issue. A counterplay to Fake Out could be a Helping Hand. I think Helping Hand has higher... Helping Hand goes above Fake Out, right? Let me get this in. Because if I got Helping Hand onto a Mon, I could then play around the Fake Out because it doesn't matter because I'm just Helping Handing my guys, right? Because it's got a higher priority. Razor is bullying you? Cut it out. Well, wait a second. You use Sucker Punch. What do you mean? It seems like you're bullying, so... Cups, yeah, it's, you know. Looks like you guys are working it out. So far be it for me to get in the way. All right. Sneasler. There it is. Okay, and then I say yes. Yeah, aside from like a Pokemon with inner focus or something that... There's no item that keeps me from flinching at the moment. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you, Vic. That's cool. A former alpha. All right, my mods are fighting, but that's fine. They'll survive. They certainly are, but they'll get tired soon. Maybe they need an enemy to unite against. You guys can fight me. Speaking of which, once I get all Sneasler in here, Chrissy, I'll happily fight your team. I'm not saying that you need a counter fake out, just learning to play with it. Oh, to play against it? Sure. Did I do it? Yeah. What is the actual delay on the jump command? I'm not sure. Y'all can help fight this wire mesh. What are we talking about? What? All right. Let's get going. All right, I return to Pokemon Champions. Your DIY project? Well, nobody can help you with that. Another Garchomp. More Garchomps, baby. Let me recruit. I also have a new lineup of Pokemon, so let's see if we get a shiny, just for fun. Who knows? Maybe we'll get some crazy thing that we never anticipated. Like Delibird. Ooh. Nope. I did find a shiny here once. Shiny Furfurro. I don't have King Gambit. All right. They're just trying to force the meta down my throat. Romotum, Charizard, Araquanid is cool. Tauros, for Alligator, Snovillain I think there's no, I mean, I must choose King Gambit here. I have everybody else. So. All right. So we get King Gambit. Well, I already have a Melodic, so we're totally covered there. King Gambit, welcome to the team. You can copy your version of the team in another team slot. You can copy everything from the link you sent. Oh, that's wait. Oh. I see. That's what you sent me? It had a code. Ah. Maybe. Is there a different link? I'll find it. All right. Is Castform good? I think they've always been bad. I think Castform has always been bad. Just hanging out with its boobies. Oh yeah, the entire thing I went, oh, no. Have I never been here? No, I'm fine. I look great. But all the, yes, I know what you're saying. All right, let's get, collect from Pokemon Home, and I will only... Did I not do it? Am I a fool? I think I know what happened. All right, we're gonna take care of this really quick. All right. Give me just a second here. Pokemon Home. Logging into Pokemon Home. I think I just didn't hit the plus button. Don't mind me. Don't look at my shame. It's where my demons hide. Don't look. Let's see, you can't get past the fact that Castform looks like a tiny gray butt. It's 2 orbs, right? So take your pick on what that could be. Some people see a butt, some people see boobs, some people see testicles, and I think you're all right. So what's important is that Castform isn't necessarily that helpful in any of these battles. Maybe one day we'll get a Mega Castform. Did I actually do it that time? I feel like I did, because it brought me out. What matters is we're all grossed out. I did do it. Yeah, all right. Nope, I didn't. Okay, so now, send for a visit. Ah, yes, because in the previous screens to say that you're done, you hit the plus button. But in this case, the plus button is, nope, I don't want to do any of this. And that is stupid. I don't like that. Vic, we found it at the same time. Well, you saw it well before I knew it, but, yeah. It's been discovered. All right, we're back. We're so back. Water molecules? What's up, Cypher? You mean the boobies? The boobies are water molecules? Is he H2O? Is that it? I'm pretty sure it's boobies. Let's see here. I got missions. Let me claim all this. I've logged in. I've got VP and quick coupons. I'm doing it. They are a little saxophone. Okay. So, Chrissy, you let me know when you're ready to battle. Let me go to the box of the Mo. So New and Tasty is the team that I'm kind of working with. Arrietty, honestly, the mental herb on Arrietty, I'm not missing the Focus Sash because I'm running this thing a little bulky. Jeff has been a pretty massive help. I haven't really gotten Cheryl the Corviknight to pop off, but that doesn't mean she won't. Gregory has been a very helpful guy, though I've been getting some resistance about keeping Gregory in the rotation. Hold on. I got a package. I'll be right back. A mass bomb? Razor, what are you doing? Okay. Fantastic, Whoopacue. Fantastic news. All right, so here's where I'm at right now. Oh, this is the Glamora girls. New and Tasty is where I am. So I was having a pretty good time. Mousehold could pop off. Mousehold would be an alternate, well, wouldn't be an alternate, would be in conjunction with the support that I get from Arrietty, right? Congratulations on living. That's true. God, yeah, these moderators. God, I gotta start paying them less. Here you are, making a little war. Now remember, whoever wins this war that's happening, that's raging beneath us, will be in charge of my channel. Whoopacue, you can't make them dance, they're at war. It's kind of a sad truth. Wim is a completely different support from Mousehold. That's exactly what I'm saying, Vic, is that they would be, as opposed to Aerodactyl filling the same slot as Whimsicott, it would be a support Pokemon that's filling a completely different role. Because right now I've got my offenses kind of split. A War Dance would be fun. Because Jeff and Gregory, I feel like, are filling kind of too similar of a niche. Because sometimes I'll bring them both, but I feel like maybe that's a little redundant. Because Jeff doesn't have the fairy typing. I would need... There's a possibility that Jeff could be okay into Chomps with the Icy Wind. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like Jeff is more important than Gregory, if that makes sense. Because Jeff is an Incin punish. Incin cannot survive. Victor's... I'm kind of liking Psychic for the moment. You would recommend you try your version. It'll definitely give you more tools to win. Well, let me take a look. Let me read it aloud to get everybody in here. Okay, I've tagged Vic in, and thusly, I've made a deal with somebody much better at VGC than me. Okay. So, it's a similar thing you're doing with Whimsy here, except my Whimsy's a little bulkier with the herb, so that I don't get taunted. Because the thing about keeping Sunny Day on Whimsy is fantastic. Encore on Whimsy is also fantastic, but I'm getting taunted, so that's why I'm trying Mental Herb. Razor, you've redeemed a nom nom nom. All right, fantastic timing. Where are you? There you are. There you go. All right, back to. All right. So we got Prankster, Whimsicott, Timid Nature, Moonblast, Sunny Day, Encore, and Tailwind. Interesting. What's your reasoning for doing the Moonblast over it? Is it just to get amount of damage? Because I've been having an okay time with the Gleam. Those spread moves are kind of helpful. And then you've got Sneasler with the White Herb and Unburden. Oh, that's dastardly. God, it gets Unburden. God, this thing's too good. Dire Claw, Fake Out, Protect, Close Combat. All right. An interesting allocation of stats here. Special Defense and HP interest. Remember when you missed the KO on Golurk? Because with the Heat Wave, you mean, when they switched into Golurk? Give it a refresh there, Cup. Cup's been having issues. Chrissy, all right, let's fight you with this, but then I might give this team a try. I'll pop it into the other slot. All right, we'll go to a battle. And we'll go for a private battle. And I'll make a room. Yeah, that's what I want. You got a Dazzling Gleam you barely missed. Oh, you're correct on that. Yeah, that's true. I guess focusing on one could be better in such a case. You guys can both be Clodsire. What do you mean? Yeah, I know that they do a little less. So here's the room. Here's the room ID. What's up, Bug? Good to see ya. I'm testing out my old team with a couple of my VGC heads here in chat that are trying to help me build something better. And you know, if I have to join the ranks of using Sneasler, then I guess. Yeah, Moonblast against the Garchomp, that's true. Would that really be that substantial an amount of damage into the Chomp? It might. But how are you doing, Bug? All right, there is Chris. I assume this is Chrissy. All right. Now, Chrissy, I'm going to get you on the honor system, but you're not going to be looking at every move I'm taking here. But New and Tasty is ready to rock. Change my style? No, that's fine. I'm ready. But I don't dislike the Moonblast idea. You need 3 Dazzling Gleams but only 2 Moonblasts. All right, well, that math, I speak that math. That makes sense to me. I am in Ultra Ball Tier 4, and I'm kind of circling the drain of Tier 4 right now, so that's why I'm trying to reformat the team. All right. So here is a very vicious-looking team. This is about as meta as I feel like it gets. So Kingambit was something that we were worried that I wasn't that prepared for, and that might actually be the truth, but we'll see. All right, so what do you do with a Drunken Sailor here? What do you even do? God, this is a tough one. Ice made it single? Oopsie, how do I get out of this? I guess we just start it up and then we'll start it again. All right. There's 3 Pokemon. You were stuck at the bottom of Ultra Ball for a while. Yes, you added Serena. Serena, very cool, T-Dog. All right. No escape. There is a little bit of escape. I think I just have to you know, just say, oops, I lost. I think one actually does simply walk away from a single battle. It's quite easy. So here's Frostlass. You would think that it seems like everything else about this game is so double battle focused. Ah, it was I that defeated Chrissy. Well, it looks like my team's good, Chrissy. I don't know what you're talking about. I had no trouble with your Kingambit. We're just gonna quit. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, we try again. The idea with the Sneasler is that you survive a timid Moonblast, guaranteed. Of a whimsy? I'm changing this style? That's my own style. I don't want that. Okay, I'm not seeing it. Okay, I'm ready. Am I? Oh, I see what's happening. I've begun this from the wrong place. It's regulation single battle. Do I need to, how do I change from single? Did I start the room single? Am I an idiot? Don't answer that. I'm gonna leave this room. All right, we'll try this again. Make a room. There it is. Okay, I'm a dunder. Okay. All right, bing boom. Serena's ability stops the opponent from using priority moves. Ooh. That's pretty good. From Floette, really? Jesus Christ. Okay. And then you come in with the Dire Claw. I see it. I guess I currently don't have a big answer to the Floette. Floette is not my most prepared for Pokemon. I don't really have a lot to say about Floette. That's something I'll definitely need to prepare for. Okay, so I'm ready for this. I guess I'm about to see, but I was able to take out Floette at one point, but that was, you know, I had a slightly different team. All right, so let's take a look. This is This is exactly what I would be worrying about. But let's see what we can do about this. Follow your heart, Chrissy. If you were to see my team, how would you try to counter them the best? All right, but don't look. Okay. Now this is this is I would look at this team and I'd be like, Wictor, what do I even do with Wictor in this case? Wictor could possibly, I mean, Wictor getting sucker punched is the worst thing, right? So you really can't go against King Gambit with Wictor. I could possibly do something against that guy with this. Wictor has a use here, but I don't know how much there is. Fast steel physical move makes Flo easier to deal with, yeah, because I've got Cheryl, but Cheryl doesn't have any steel right now. We're gonna try, let's try Old Faithful here, see what we can do. This feels like kind of the best way to go about it, but I don't know. Oh no, I can't bring you, I've got to bring you. Yeah, I'm gonna be dealing with any of that business. Yeah, this feels like the way. Yeah, I gotta, okay. Maybe I don't even bring that guy. Yeah, maybe we don't do that as opposed to we do this. Yeah, okay, let's try this. This, all right. Chrissy is turning their brain out of the chat because they are being a good sport and not screen looking. I was thinking I might, but then let me show you what I was thinking and maybe why I was wrong. So here comes the Sneasler and the Frostlass. This thing is an issue, but that's okay. Okay, so this would be the moment that I would want to have Helping Hand, right? Because I know that Sneasler is going immediately for that slot to Frostlass. Now, I think I should be able to survive anything Frostlass got for the first turn of it. So that might go, it's probably Protect Frostlass. So what if I actually, what if I try to punish this? Because they're going to Protect. I'm actually going to do Mega Sneasler. And then I'm going to actually switch Arietti out. Maybe I can't really Protect because I'm going to get Fake Outed, right? No, actually, I guess I'll, just in case I'll do this. It's probably not going to work because they're going to go for that Fake Out. But I'm going to see if I could possibly punish. Oh, they're going straight for the Mega. Okay. Straight for the Mega. That's a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, and then they Fake Out into Arietti. So this is the play that I'm having trouble battling against. So I got my boy out. We're both got our Mega Ghosts. Maybe I should have gone for... Yeah, I feel like I actually should have... Poison Touch is unfortunate. Poison Touch? God damn, that thing's crazy. Okay. The flinch is annoying. The substitute on Frostlass, I've been punished for not taking that thing seriously, but it's going to outspeed me no matter what, so I'm kind of cooked. Either way, Wictor is able to Psychic this thing down. Sneasler has the Sash on, so that's annoying, but it's okay. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? But now Wictor... What if I actually go Heat Wave and I just Sunny Day this situation? No, I should probably actually go for the... I'm Tailwinding, because that way Wictor could at the very least outspeed and get things cooking. Because Sneasler's going to go down if I outspeed, right? But that Fake Out pressure from Sneasler is a real issue. I guess I could maybe use that opportunity to switch at some point, but... Yeah, I've got an... Oh, Infiltrator. Goddamn. So this is exact... I didn't know... I forgot that it went behind subs, too. So that's actually fantastic, Vic. I forgot about that. I thought it was just for the screens for some reason. But in comes the Bascue. We Tailwind, which means we outspeed. And that... I think this is actually a clean kill, then. Heat Wave. Frostlass is dead. Holy shit, that was fantastic. Okay, so Frostlass is down. Infiltrator actually coming in handy. It's really, I was worried about it not being the most helpful ability, but it actually does kind of pull its own weight, huh? Yeah, that's fantastic. Now the only thing is, what do we do if they got, they're probably bringing in the Gambit. So the question is here, I should probably hard focus on the Gambit, right? Because the Gambit is something I've got less answers to. Let's do... I mean, I think I should be able to punish Basculegion enough that I can survive. Like, Wictor goes down this turn, right? So we Sunny Day, we outspeed. And we take down the King Gambit. Ah, there's the Protect, yes. Yeah, this is where Mouseholder Sneasler would come in. Okay. And keeping the pressure off, because then I'd be able to, like, yeah, get a follow me cooking. I think I see what you're saying. The Heat Wave, probably not enough in the sun even now to take this thing out. Yeah, Basket Legion's gonna kill me this turn. Okay. Basket Legion has really got some crazy bulk to it. Here comes the Last Respect, and there goes Victor. Okay. So if I had some kind of a follow me pressure, it would be very helpful. Yeah. What would Sneasler do in this situation? WWSD, what would Sneasler do? Let's see, what do I want to do? But I should have protected, first of all. That would have been much better. But even with the Tailwind, that thing outspeeds me. That's good to know. That's a fast fish. All right, let's go for Gregory. Yeah, Sneasler would OHKO the Gambit. Yeah, the Gambit protected that turn, so I still would have had to play good. What if I go for a little Scald action here? And then Arietti is actually going to go and Encore that King Gambit for a punishment here. Last Respect is probably going to kill Arietti this turn, so let's get as much out of this as possible. Oh, it's a dark type. I'm a goober. Wait, no, I can still... What do you mean? What are you saying dark type for? I can still, Encore them, right? Of course he's thinking about it. You can't Encore a dark type? I guess I'm just a newbie. I guess the title of the stream holds. I thought it was just Taunt. Oh, because it's Prankster. God damn it. All right. Oh, because it's Prankster. It's not because it's Encore, it's because it's Prankster. Just means that Prankster doesn't work at all? God damn. All right. Well, that's my life, isn't it? All right, so... Okay, this is where I'm out of things to do. I see. Okay. Yes. What do we do about this? I guess... Oh, yeah. Now I think I'm just kind of cooked. I think Bascu and King Gambit is a pretty hard counter to the team. Yeah. Only moves that directly affect Gambit with Encore don't... Like, only moves that directly affect Gambit with Encore don't work. So Tailwind or Sunny Day still does. Hold on. I can't understand what you're saying. Let me get Jeff recovered. All right. Last Respect is gonna hurt. You're just gonna keep doing that into Jeff. Jeff will be able to at least stall you out a little bit. Encore would be Prankster. Wait. Encore should be Prankster? Oh yeah, Encore is a Prankster thing. It's affected by Prankster. So because Prankster gives a priority to Encore. Yeah, I think this is it. This is my swan song. Okay, let's do this situation. It's definitely worth something to do this. Just replace Encore with Prankster in that message. Prankster should be Prankster. Oh wait, only moves that Well, Tailwind or Sunny Day aren't working. All right, I'm gonna have to think about this in a second. Well, Hyper Voice. Hey, nope, I'm not. I've never played it, but I know a lot of people in the chat are big fans of Tomodachi. All right, I guess we just do really what we can. And then they've got another Pokemon in the wings, so this is really not a very good matchup at all. But Jeff and Gregory are my bulkiest of bulks. Yeah, this would be the moment that I'd want Corva, at the very least. Man, that Basket Legion don't take shit. I'm doing my best out here. Last respects into Gregory. He's gonna kill Gregory. All right. Yeah, there it is. All right, well, this is a GG right here. I definitely did my best, but aside from a fantastic job killing that, that Frostlass, Basculegion and Kingambit are definitely counters. All right, well, GG. GG, Chrissy. Good job showing me what I can't fight against here. All right. So for some reason, I couldn't quite parse what you were saying, Vic. Only the moves that directly affect Gambit with Prankster, like Encore and Taunt, don't work. But moves that do not directly affect Kingambit, like Tailwind or Sunny Day, will. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm getting confused, because Tailwind and Sunny Day they're not targeted at Kingambit. It's affecting the battle, so that makes sense that it wouldn't be stopped by the Dark typing. All right. That felt like, yes, of course. Here, let's get this. But I think that's what you're saying. Yeah, just a Dark type being on the match does not stop Prankster from working with moves that aren't targeting that Pokemon. All right. All right, no worries. Sometimes when I'm trying to be fun and trying to work on the VGC, and I'm just like, what are people saying? What's happening? Let's see, you already have the superior Animal Crossing. It's called Bokopia. Bokopia is pretty fantastic. Some people really swear by Tomodachi Life, so it can't be nothing. So yeah, it's seeming as though Kingambit is a big issue. Kingambit is not good. There are two wolves inside of me right now. One of them doesn't really know what's happening, and the other wolf is actually... Wait, where'd you go? Data Quark. Did I not get you? Where's... Hold on, I just didn't get it yet. Hold on. Yeah, Infiltrator was a very... What's up, Chrissy? Thanks for the match. That was super fun. All right, there's two wolves inside of me right now. One doesn't know what to do about Kingambit, and the other is Sneasler. So we're watching Hades morally grapple with the meta. This is the part of the video where I'm like, oh no, sure is a lot of meta going on, and this thing seems like it's actually the way to make the guy I'm trying to get work. So, I don't know. There's two wolves, and both of them are Sneasler. I don't know what to do here. Who put these wolves in my mind? All right, well, I'll collect the Sneasler for now. Yeah. Yes, I know, Vic, I know. I'm just thinking out loud. It's part of the content. See here. Who even put these wolves in here? Your Gambit and Basculegion. Yeah, the thing about Basculegion is its freaking bulksity. Basculegion is also an issue that I'm having. I do love Pokopia so much. Basculegion is a Pokemon that I don't have like a super strong answer into, because I think I had the Tailwind up and Victor still got outsped by Basculegion. Am I wrong about that? So, solution is get a Basculegion. It's possible. But though if I did have... oh no. If I had Maushold, then Basculegion wouldn't be able to last respect Victor. And then Victor could get a Shadow Ball going that would stop the Basculegion. Oh no! That's actually very good advice. Oh man. Mudsdale? I don't know if he's in this game. All right. All right. New and Tasty is going to hang out for the moment. Aegislash. Let's see. Just because a Pokemon is meta doesn't mean you shouldn't use them. Yes, I think that's what that's the emotional turmoil I'm in right now. These Pokemon are the best at their roles and simply outclass other Pokemon. I guess that's what I don't like, is that there's just no better choice than these Pokemon. Victor outsped, you just did no damage. Oh, thank you, Chrissy. Okay, my memory was not to be trusted sometimes. Okay. Then I should have just hard focused and gone... I guess I was just expecting that the Heat Wave would have worked. I remember what happened. It's all coming back to me now. You knew that I was going to Heat Wave, and thusly, you clicked Protect on your big, angry steel guy, and thusly, I just did nothing to Basculation. Nice. All right. Well, let's see. I mean, is there any argument for Clefable over Mousehold? Because it looks like we need some redirection. So Mousehold seems like they're a good one. Mousehold redirection versus Clefable redirection. Mousehold does have a pretty fantastically unbeatable ability, which is that it Friend Guard. 25% less damage to my buddies is insane. Yeah. Yeah, Sucker Punch would have definitely killed Victor anyway, in which case I really had no good move. Brittany used to be very fun. Brittany helped a lot in her day, but I don't know if Brittany is the best option. So, here's let's see, we got Mousehold. Let's live in a world where Mousehold is in the mix, right? We have Ariete and Mousehold, both. Mousehold does not need I'll think about an item for Mousehold, but they don't need the lefties. Oliver doesn't need to be here. Let's empty this slot. Sharknorris does. Gregory probably doesn't need to be here. I'll empty this slot. All right. So at current, the team that was built, these are such meta Pokemon. Corviknight, I had Corvi in there. So the team that Vic is telling me to do, which I'm fighting it because it's right. You know, you make a Ceruledge team in every format, but that doesn't mean you'll use it when you play the tournament or high ladder. That's true. It is fun to use your favorites. This is currently the emotional, there are two, I got it. There's two wolves inside of me. One loves my favorites and the other wants to win. And the thing is, that's the whole point of this video that I'm doing, right? Is like, where is the balance? Must I sacrifice? I guess Victor is currently my golden child. Victor doesn't necessarily feel like they are the most meta Pokemon. So is it when I make a choice that isn't fully meta, when I'm not going for Light of Ruin Floette, do I just need to use the meta to protect that golden child, right? Corviknight would be, because like, I feel like, so let's take a look at them together, right? Will they become my favorite if I win? Don't try to play with my emotions, Phoenix. You know that's true. And then it was It Girl. Where's the It Girl? Yeah. And it's Sneasler. What's up, Magrins? You have two wolves inside of you too? Great. One is allergic to olives. I'm sorry. And the other is too afraid to admit that he kind of likes Taylor Swift. Look, she makes good music, right? You don't have to like the fact that she should probably just drive a car. But yeah, I'm sorry about the olives. Welcome, Magrins. I'm Hades. Welcome to the holiday. Good to have you. You don't use them because they're meta. Use them because they are the best at their roles. But isn't that what the meta is? Isn't that what meta is, Vic? I think I understand what you're saying, which is you don't use them because they are scientifically the best. You use them because they fill roles that the team needs, and they're the best at doing it. So that also means that they are the best in the meta, but the meta is larger than a team of 6. Yes, I appreciate the different view. Yes, Vic only has one wolf inside of him. The other is out playing soccer, I think. It's cool that you taught a wolf to play soccer. So this is the team, right? Taylor Swift is very meta. You lost to Belly Boat and started losing. I think that the thing about the meta also is that we say it too much. But like when I say meta right now, I'm talking about like Pokemon that are so dominant in this format. You've got like Frostlass, Garchomp, Mega Excadrill, I mean, obviously, you know, the cats. We got Sneasler as well as Incineroar. I think I'm not ready emotionally to have Incineroar on my team. Sneasler. So I guess when it comes to protecting Victor, because the ones that are designed to win, yes, I'm doing my best, out here. I think Victor is currently my emotional bastion of like trying to make the Pokemon that I love function. And where I am with my two wolves that are currently playing checkers, I'm not sure what the wolves are doing, so I'm just talking to you, is I need Victor. The thing is, I want Victor to succeed. And Victor, at their core, the role of Victor, aside from making me happy, is a decently fast special sweeper with some good spread moves, right? And if I want Victor to succeed in a double battles format, honestly, Victor is a good matchup into some of these like really dangerous Pokemon. Especially Frostlass, right? I think that there is a very good possibility that I will need to... Okay, so making Victor succeed is what I want to do, and in order to make Victor succeed, I need to support Victor, because in a double battles format, Victor cannot succeed on his own. There's no I in double battles. So I need Pokemon that are the best at supporting Victor, which means I need to dip into the meta, and even though that word is meaning less and less, it just means that I like Victor. I want to support Victor because Victor is kind of like representing my wish to use Pokemon I love. But I guess if I want to use Pokemon I love, I don't want them to be outclassed. So I need to kind of like dip my toes in supporting them properly with the best support around. Double Biddles. That's misspelled. Excadrill doesn't exactly run the Mega Stone because of how beneficial double speed. Yeah, the Sand Force is pretty crazy. I think so. It is like the wolves need to shake hands and maybe kiss, right? Because if I want to win, which I do, I'm very competitive, is that I need to make a certain level of... Maybe concession is the wrong word, but I need to compromise on only using my favorites if my favorites don't support each other well. So it's almost like, I think that's probably it, is like I want my favorites, but all of my favorites don't necessarily lock into the most like tight mesh of a team that functions together. So if I want to choose one of my favorites like Victor, I want to be able to support Victor as good as possible. So I think this is the emotional journey that I need to go through, is to see just how much better it is if I support Victor with these like just top of the line Gaios. If I get the side pony Catwoman in here, will my life be better? I guess I gotta find out. I gotta know. I just gotta dip my toes in it, all right? I was just holding it for a friend, Mom. No, don't look at my meta. I don't know what meta means anymore. I just want to make Victor succeed. So let's see what we can do here, okay? Let's try. Farigiraf to defend against Sucker Punches. Yes, Farigiraf also, but Farigiraf, yeah, I guess I don't know. Let me see here. Let me think about it. Aerodactyl also could be a pretty slam addition. Okay, so I think Ariete still should be running... Let me try a slight alt. on what Vic suggested, going Mental Herb Arietti, so I'm not getting taunted. The extension TBT? I have no idea what you're talking about, Arton. In what context are you speaking? Let me catch up with chat here. Just shouting out mons. You know, this is a great place to do it. So Mousehold, let me see what Vic was thinking. Friend guard, jolly. Oh, that's the fight berry. Taunt, follow me, protect. All right, let's train him up. The crying emoticon? Oh, yes. Is Mousehold should be timid? Is there a reason to run this thing timid versus jolly? Let's see. It was you that suggested the mental herb. Yes. But Vic suggested using Focus Sash. Foul play and confusion damage. Ah, so I'm not going to get foul played against. That's fine. Dang. All right. All right. One thing I think that I was looking to do this journey alone. But then I saw that I was having some trouble. So I think another thing that I'm learning is that it's not really... There's no sin in asking people smarter than you what team might work. And then I'll see what this advice gets me and what I can synthesize into something that I can make work for myself, you know? So I'm gonna dabble. I'm gonna dabble, and we'll see what happens. Vic, you've redeemed a hydrate. Iron sharpens iron. Okay, so let's see. We did HP, 2 defense, and speed. Max out on that speed. Not a big VGC head, so this is spitballing. But somebody mentioned Trick Room. Maybe you could pair Victor with a slow, tanky grass type like Venusaur, so that would cover him against water and ground types, and potentially make people second guess the Mega. That's a fun idea. If I was to do like a Trick Room style team, a Sash on Mousehold does sound like a good idea too. Yeah, because then that Fighting Berry is fine. Okay, so Super Fang we're keeping, Baby Doll Eyes we're losing for Taunt. Hyper Voice we're losing for Follow Me. Encore, we got Protect. Let's get Protected here. Okay, so Super Fang, Taunt, Follow Me, and Protect. All right, we had an ad break going on. Don't worry, I'm still around. So this feels like a, oh yeah, stat alignment. We're gonna wanna go timid. Get as much speed as possible on this thing. So 179, actually, this thing's pretty fast. Let's commence the training here. Let me use a ticket. Still got 30 of these. If you minimize Victor's speed stat, I think it'd be a great Trick Room player, but that also means you can reallocate those speed stats elsewhere. It's true. I could go all in on like a defensive zone. I could make it more bulky. So let me try this, but I also do like the idea of making Victor function on a Trick Room. Nothing is stronger than family. It's true. Shark Norris is still in a good place. What were you running on, Shark? Earthquake, Stomping Tantrum. Ran over Dragon Claw. Interesting. Stomping Tantrum to lower their speed. Also to get a ground move into a single slot. I guess if that's the case and I go Stomping Tantrum on this guy, what do I do about Garchomps? What's the counterplay to Chomp? Is it just Arietti? I guess Chomp can't do much against Arietti in one run, huh? Yeah, it doesn't seem like the Trick Room would be the best. I could probably counterplay some very specific meta teams. Women Corvwalls. Yeah, I guess Corviknight's pretty well walled on that thing. Yeah, the Icy Wind, I think the thing is that what I'm missing here is an Icy Wind. So the counterplay that the counterplay that I had ready for Incin was Jeff, was my Melodic. If I'm dealing with Insins on the team, I guess I'm focusing Shark, right? Because Shark's got that white herb. And I go like white. I go Shark and Cheryl. White herb Sneasler. Oh, because of the close combat. I always forget about him being a dark type. Yeah, Ensign is just kind of its own deal. So Sneasler is my now. Oh, so you're thinking white herb? What are you putting on Ensign? Oh no, what are you putting on Garchomp? The ground powder. Interesting. The white herb with the unburden is pretty, yeah, you gotta do the unburden. Yeah, I guess that's the case, huh? Well, Shark. I guess I could run Citrus on Shark, but I guess I want damage on Shark more than anything. I could also do Scarf. There could be a Sash on Sneasler. That's true. But the unburden is pretty hard to say no to. White herb. Let me look at the white herb. Let me train this thing up. All right. Now this thing's just full attack. Oh no, you've kind of separated some of these EVs out. You're running a higher SPDEF in order to survive that Dazzling Gleam, I see. All right, 80 is generally still considered to be on the edge of Trick Room viability. I think it's possible. It's definitely possible because this is a very fast format in some ways. Okay, so let's see. This is Unburden. I don't want Pressure for sure. So Close Combat, Dire Claw, Fake Out, and Protect. Slash isn't available? That's funny. Such an overpowered move. Close Combat, Dire Claw. Oh, obviously we're gonna want Fake Out. How could you not want Fake Out? How could you not? Assault Vest. Assault Vest would really change a lot of things here, wouldn't it? Yeah. I really do appreciate that they have a limited amount of, you know, held items. I know that people have, like, issues with it, but I do think it's quite helpful running Adamant just to get that extra amount of damage if I'm going to support this thing. And then we still run full on 31 for speed. Oh, 31. Interesting. Wow. It's only 1 point of speed. 9 SPDEF. Interesting. Yeah, and this is specifically to survive the Light of Ruin, huh? 20 attack. Not full on for the attack. We're just going for that next big boost. Hits me the 2. And then the rest is HP, 6 HP. This is a pretty unique stat allocation, but this is specifically to survive the Dazzling Gleam. Wow. This is where it really gets kind of deep. But I will try this for what it is. Yeah, the limited format does give it kind of fresh air, you know? What's up, Adam? Doesn't Sneasler run max attack, max speed, Adamant? I would assume they do, but this is a specific set that Vixos in the chat has recommended. And I think the HP and the SPDEF are specifically because of dealing with the Moonblast or Dazzling Gleam from the Mega of Floette. Yeah, Vic's been a member of the community for a bit here, did make me a team in Scarlet and Violet that I beat a lot of people with, so I'm inclined to take Vic's advice seriously. Chrissy also popping in, fresher to the community, but does seem to have a lot of very good advice. The Aerodactyl advice was very fun. I really want to get a team with Aerodactyl cooking. Let me try this real quick here, though. Training ticket up on this Sneasler. This will deal with Dazzling. Yeah, the reason for the SPDEF and the HP is for dealing with gleams from Mega Floette, which I think is gross. I think it's gross looking. Mousehold, who gave you the leftovers? You shouldn't have the leftovers. Mousehold, we're gonna put the sash on you. I put a sash on you. Yeah. running Earthquake, I guess Cheryl is my main idea for the Earthquake. You live Timid Moonblast from Floette, guaranteed. Oh, it's Moonblast, not just Dazzling. Damn, okay, that's pretty good. Cheryl, I feel like Cheryl's definitely gonna want those lefties. Cheryl's peckish, right? Cheryl wishes for, Impish? What am I running? Mirror Armor, I'm full defense, full HP. You split Corviknight in an interesting way. You brought Spadef up and Speed up, interestingly. Alright, so here's main. New and Tasty we can kind of mess with now. Because I'd love to get Arrow in here at some point. That wide guard from Arrow is pretty sick. Glamora Girls, I also really want to make Glamora work. Now, Chrissy was of the mind that Black & Decker by Rotom Wash would be an interesting go. You're running it straight into straight lights for ruins. Let's see. Running into straight lights for ruins. Interesting. So Shark, I'm thinking Shark's in a good spot. Now Corvi, I was just going full HP and defense with a little bit of speed. What's your idea? Light of Ruin, yes. What's your reasoning for making Corviknight 31 HP, 1 attack, 15 defense, 10 special defense. So you're making it more specially bulky. Is there a specific threat you're looking to get kind of a leg up on? Is it still Floette? Or is it the Moonblast from Floette that you're talking about? And I just thought you were talking about Sneasler when you said that Moonblast. The most common set is Moonblast, Dazzling, Calm Mind, Protect. If they do Light of Ruin, it's going to take a shit ton of recoil. Oh. Alright, so Shark. I guess, well, let's try you with the Dirt. I have the Dirt somewhere. Soft Sand. Why would you need all that defense? Mainly for the body presses, but are you running body press? Just to get... Oh, you're running bulk up, interestingly enough. Oh, because of your Brave Birds. Yeah. Let's see. Your Mega Floette counter is a bit cheesy. Ooh, I love that. But it's worked 7 out of 10 times. You have Basculegion hit it with Soak. Oh, making it stab. And easier to hit with super effective. And then hit it with Electro Shot from Duraludon. Interesting idea, T-Dog. That's cool. That's fun. Yeah, Mega Floette is currently the best of the best right now. Yeah, I guess Body Press, if I could also work to improve Brave Bird. The Body Press getting improved by the Bulk Up is quite fun. I'd love to punish a switch if we get a little Bulk Up. If you have Bulk Up, Spadef becomes an easy target, yeah. It eliminates weaknesses from Corv. I'll give it a shot. Okay. So, that was 31. I'll never survive with 1 less HP. Let's see, was this 15? That... Yep, next bit. Oh. No. Then Spadef. 10 Spadef. 9 speed. Oh, and then 1 attack. Does that give me anything? That's worth something. Yeah, I think I was still running Impish. Yeah. Brave Bird, Body Press. As opposed to Roost, you go for the... No, you still have Roost. Oh, you got rid of Iron Head. This is really Eevee maxing. What's up, Hope? How is it going? Heavy Slam, Roost. Oh, it's Bulk Up that you went for. Champions has been quite fun. I have been doing pretty good with the team that I had, but I was hitting a bit of a wall in Ultra Ball tier, which I'm very excited to have even made it to it all. So Vic and Chrissy are kind of like helping coach me into making something truly insane. And I'm gonna see just how much my life improves. There's 2 wolves inside me, and neither of them knows what's happening right now, so they're just both listening to the chat. I don't know what's happening with them, but I think this is fine. I'm going to use my points for this. All right. So Cheryl's looking pretty good. Shark Norris. Now, the recommended set from Vic was saying that Shark shouldn't run Dragonclaw. Go right to the Stomping Tantrum. It's nice to have the option to not do an Earthquake. Hope, you and me both. Though I've had a bit of a crash course since this come out, so I'm not the noob I once was. I'm the noob I am now. So, Mirror Man, and by that I mean Vic and Chrissy. I'm looking at this team right now. What would you say would be the counter to a Garchomp? Because clearly there's no freaking Primarina here. What do I do about that Chomp? I guess Arrietty, maybe I should be looking at Arrietty as more of a offensive player here. Women Corv. Oh, you were saying, yeah. Just the body press of it all. Yeah, I guess if the Chomp's there. Dragonite? Yeah, the Moonblast. Oh yeah, I gotta switch up that Moonblast. Yeah, because the Gleam is exciting, but the Moonblast is I'm trying to go full on for that damage. All right, let me train Arrietty. So I'm keeping the rest of the set, and we go for the Moonblast. Prankster, calm. You running this thing? I've got a bit of a lower speed. I'm going bulkier on this fool. But you're doing timid with the sash. Let me try bulky on this fool. See what happens. I might eat my words. Let me try this for the moment. Wictor, I'm thinking Wictor's in a pretty good spot. I guess Psychic versus Overheat was kind of where I was at. Psychic was a pretty good counter, but I think the counterplay that I get from Psychic into Sneasler. What's up, Veneer? Good to see you, buddy. Ah, yes. I guess the Rock Slide on... You're talking Rock Slide from Shark? Can Shark outspeed a Dragonite? I guess Dragonite is a Pokemon that I'm not fully confident about handling, because if Shark is here, that thing's probably going to Ice Beam me, right? Or even just Draco Meteor me. Shark always outspeeds the D-Knight. Does a Rock Slide take it out? Probably not, right? I guess I'd have to double into it. Let me take a look at what Wictor's got. Flashfire feels like the one. Flame Body could also... Flashfire has only very situationally helped, but if I could get a switch going and bait that Flashfire, it's been huge. Yeah. Yeah, Rock Slide it's not going to OHKO a Dragonite. But that's where the repositioning comes in with Mouse Hold, Follow Me, and Sneasler Fake Out. I see. I see. Yeah, Dragonite's usually running physical. Really? I feel like it's got a better moveset for special. That's kind of an interesting choice. Alright, so if I got rid of Psychic, Power Split, Trick Room, I also learned Trick Room. Calm Mind? Would Calm Mind be crazy? Probably. I don't think I have a lot of this. I'm a little too frail for setting up, but maybe that's maybe I don't know. I mean, I guess there's nothing to be done about the technicality because that's just how it goes. Imprison, Trick, Rest, Poltergeist. Poltergeist is physical, that I mean. Shadow Ball, Hex, Nightshade, Spiked, Curse, Confuse Ray, Lash Out, Thief, Payback, Dark Pulse, Taunt, Memento. It's good enough it doesn't need its own Mega anyway. Its move pool is better for special, but its special status trash. Oh, I thought it was better. Okay. Facade, Hyper Beam, Psych Up, Pain Split. Interesting. Endure. I've got Protect on there. Substitute, Minimize. I can minimize? this is probably stupid to try to do, right? It's probably stupid to try to minimize, but that's pretty funny. That's funny if I could take advantage of that. I always thought that maybe... I mean, minimize is absolutely goated. I don't know how it is for a situation like this. I always thought Solar Beam could pop off. Solar Beam could be a big benefit. But Overheat is what's suggested. I mean, 130. What do you do, right? 130 could be like a massive finisher. That probably would have finished Golurk. I get tilted just seeing minimize. I know. I mean, Overheat is pretty powerful. I guess if I... Here's the thing, because the Overheat was suggested that it would kill a Sneasler. But Psychic kills a Sneasler. But I guess Overheat is a little bit more versatile. Yeah, Overheat pretty much anything neutral with Sun. I'll try it. For you, Vic, I'll try it. And then I'll just switch out. Oh, wait, hold on. Still running Modest. I could run Timid, but I've been running Modest because I've been getting pretty good boosts with the Tailwind. I think 250 is fine. I'm not going to use one of my tickets. All right, Victor is looking good. All right, so I think the team is pretty put together. Let's see. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. Rover, anybody, would you mind getting a battle royale going? I'll be back in 2 shakes. Oh, that's actually Timid, not such a bad idea, because if I get that Sun going. I return. Whee! All right, Cup, I'll see you around. Thanks for stopping by and modding. All right, we're back. Who won? Who won the Battle Royale? Oh, Shining. All right, Shining, you're in charge of the channel. I don't know what to do with it. Maybe you can make something out of it. All right. Let's see. Let's see... I guess Shandy is doing pretty good damage anyway. I could try to run Timid. That would mean that even if I'm... Let's see. Hey, Mayday, hell yes. I'm having a good time with it. So, Victor... I guess, what if I did? Okay, so right now... I guess I'll see if I'm missing out on any damage, because if I've got the Sun going, then I'm okay. I'd love to outspeed as many things as humanly possible. Ooh. Could you shiny hunt an Eevee? We'll commence that training. I'll spend the 500. Alright, let's give it a go. Let's try Victor out again. Eevee's like a 1 for 7 teal. Oh, hell yes. Okay, Shining. Yeah, that's the first time anyone has been president and asked to make a Gundam. So let's do it. Okay, so this is a very massive shift. All right, let's take a look at it. All right, so the Wolves they've taken a break because I'm just trying to get this working. So I have taken some suggestions from Vic in the chat, and the way that I am seeing this now is that we're trying to support Wictor to do as much as Wictor can do. So we've got some heavy hitters. This isn't new and tasty. Here we go. The Wolves are taking a nap. Yeah. All right, everybody. The Wolves are taking a nap right now because, frankly, they're too confused. I have gotten some support from Chrissy, and this is a Vic suggestion, this team in particular. This is the team. I'm trying to make Wictor pop off. I think Wictor has a lot to give, and if I can make Wictor work, then great. So the way to support Wictor right now, obviously, we've been having Whimsicott. Arrietty is in here. Arrietty's rocking it. I've switched it to Moonblast as opposed to the previous... man, there's too many words to remember in VGC. As opposed to the Dazzling Gleam, I'm going Moonblast so I can get as much damage as possible to a single target. Mousehold. Originally, I knew I wanted like a follow me user, so that's why I got Pinkaboo in here. I mean, Pinkaboo's my girl, right? It's Clefable. What do you know? But Mousehold has like an ability called Friend Guard, which takes 25% of the damage off of your friends, which is pretty insane. Also, Super Fang is pretty good. Taunt has been messing me up pretty hard, so maybe Mousehold can come and ruin somebody else's day for once. Also, my wife loves Mousehold, so I love them. I'm currently in an emotional battle to see where I can stand with the Pokemon I love versus the Pokemon that'll win. But I think what I'm getting emotionally here, as well as mechanically, is that if I want to make a Pokemon that I truly think, that I truly love and want to make work in a battle, I need to properly support it. So Wictor, I'm doing my best to support you by switching my team around. Shark Norris, lucky for me, I love a Pokemon that's one of the best ones ever made. Shark, boy howdy is that a swish for me. Mousehold is going to be pretty fantastic redirection as well as just like chicanery. I guess I would, if I was to think of a role for Mousehold, it would be the chicaner. They're here for all kinds of chicanery. We've also got Cheryl. Corviknight's awesome, and it's also really good against a lot of big threats here. I was noticing that a lot of my, kind of formations back with New and Tasty, there isn't a big answer into the Kowtow Cleave, into that horrible King Gambit. So this will give me a little bit more help with Cheryl and Shark Norris coming in, but also Sneasler. Now, the side pony it girl, like this adult woman that's coming in here, I know I'll never be you, I'm not you, but I think that what is being communicated to me is that if I am going to properly, deal with like the Mega Floettes, as well as like a lot of other big threats, that Sneasler is kind of the it girl, or the it boy in this case. So maybe, just maybe, if it's to protect Wictor, I can try to use Sneasler. We'll see. Yeah. Don't forget the Mark summary, then X. What are you talking about? Mark summary. It's truly a cringe Gambit. I'm so sorry, that sentence doesn't have enough context. Maybe it does, and I'm just an idiot. Alright, Sneasler. We gotta give Sneasler a name. If I give Sneasler a name, maybe I can, you put a mark on Sneasler. Check summary. And then X. Change title. Sneasler, the former alpha. Ah, of course. Name her Regina? Why Regina? Because we all have a crush on Regina George? Yep. So it is Regina George, yeah. Yeah, get in, loser. We're going shopping. All right. All right, so change the title. It's Regina, the former alpha. All right, so I've given Sneasler a name. It's Regina. She's a mean girl. She's ready to use her powers for us. Let's see. The first impression of Sneasler? Yes, with they're like, this adult woman with a side pony. I know I'm not as pretty as you. And you know what she does? She laughs at me, right? That one? I love that video so much. All right, so Regina's in the mix. Regina is a big help against what is only going to be a bigger problem, which is the Light of Ruin, the weird umbilical cord Floette. Floette's a big issue, so Regina's here to help with that. Also, Regina is a anti-Incineroar, you know? And I can respect that. If I gotta fight one cat with another cat, then so be it, right? Regina, this is, you're on a probationary period. I know you're the best in class, so let's see what you can do for Victor, all right? I guess so. Sneasler could also be a boy. Oh yeah, it is Regina, so yeah, maybe. Maybe I shouldn't name it Regina. I guess it could be a trans Sneasler, but that's so funny. And Sneasler just looks like a side pony. Yeah, I just didn't even think about it. Regina was put here to wreck Incineroar's day and insult their mother. So, 2 words, burn book. What's the ball on Regina? This is cool. I think I might change the name. Let's see. You're a mean boy. We're gonna switch. Nah, you're Regina now. Reggie. Let's see. Let me check the summary. All right. We need to let Regina be what Regina needs to be. Let me check the summary. What's a good mean name? Reginald. Reginald is funny. Yeah, okay, it's Reginald. Reginald. Okay, it's a boy, so it's Reginald. Perfect. Reginald George. Brad is funny. You named your Pokemon whatever regardless of gender, then go because they're trans. Sure, that's fair. I don't know if I need to put that on Reginald right now, but I respect your wishes for your team. Victor, Arietti, Mousehold, Shark Norris, Cheryl, and Reginald. Brad's funny too, honestly. What about Chad? I think actually Chad is really doing it for me. Brad, it's the same thing. Let me check that summary. Yeah, I think it's gotta be Chad. Yeah, it's Chad. This is the energy that we want. All right. It beamed, yeah. So, Chad. Chad is here to stop Incineroar, and I can respect that. We're gonna close combat Incineroar. We've got the white herb, the unburden. This thing's not balanced, but, you know, that's just the way it goes sometimes. So, where am I? A little confused, a little hungry, but you know what? We're gonna try to do this. If I could get to Master Ball tier, that would be insane. So, I'm willing to try to play with the format and see what I can do. I think what it comes down to is like, there is only so much that can be done when Pokemon are very dominant for their particular role. But when the meta forms, there's anti-meta. Keep putting how many am I on in the meta counter? Put a comment down if the meta counter is wrong. But I'm trying my best to survive against the biggest threats, and these are what Vic specifically thinks are the big solutions. I'm trying to work for the biggest solutions, for the biggest threats, and let's see if these are my guys. All right, my wife's gonna be very excited that Mousehold is here, so that's a bonus as well. We got a big stretch and a hydrate. Let's give it a shot. All right. Chad is a very funny name for a Sneasler. That's it, as long as Victor's here. Victor's my baby. Ugh. Okay, so now people will look at my team and be like, oh, God. And that's what I want. Oh, yeah. I got the big stretch. I drank tea, but I'll drink water. Self-care. My brain is cooking itself. I don't even know where the wolves are. My brain is boiling. But I am starting to get comfortable with the VGC format, with the competitive. I feel like I'm making okay decisions, and I want to see how far I can take it, right? I am, if nothing else, I am a sweaty competitive tryhard. So let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can kind of hang with the big kids here. Let's give it a shot. Let's go for the ranked battle. We're going double. I go single. No, let's go double. Single's in your area, not mine. So new and tasty will ever be in my heart. I want to make the Glamora girls pop off. There it is. I don't know if we all are, Chrissy, but Yumi and definitely Vic. All right. I really appreciate you guys taking the energy to help me. It's, you know, the thing that I love about Pokemon is the community is so nice, and y'all are such wonderful parts of both the Pokemon community and mine. So thank you. All right. Now we begin our adventure into Hades not knowing how to use a really good team. Let's try it. Oh, Giovanni's here. Oh, I got a bone to pick with you, my guy. Oh boy, so it's immediate. It's Incin, it's Charizard, it's Sneasler, it's what's for breakfast, right? So if I'm opening up against a team like this, I feel like Chad's gotta show up, right? Because Chad's gonna show up to deal with that Incin. They might even open Incin Sneasler. So what do you do against a guy like that? Back from the store and getting a puppy daycare? The Chaos of Champions is going. I'm fighting Giovanni right now, and it seems like they really came to play. So maybe Chad v. Mousehold could have something to say, but maybe not. Honestly, Arrietty. Honestly, Arrietty and Chad, possibly. But Arrietty's going to get rocked by that Sneasler. Honestly, Arrietty, Chad. See, here's the part where I just don't know how to deal with a team like this. I think that if I'm dealing with... I want to deal with a Garchomp, so it's going to be Arrietty and Cheryl. They need to be here. I don't see a big use for Victor, but I think Shark Norris needs to show up, right? So I keep Shark in the wings. Honestly, okay, let's do this. Yeah, I think I got to bring that Chomp. What if I open Shark and Cheryl? Actually, let's go Shark, Chad, Arrietty, Cheryl. Okay, I made that decision very hastily because I had 1 second left, but let's give it a shot. Okay, I'm trying this team, and it's going to be a couple minutes before old Hades knows how to use it. But all right, here's Giovanni. You look younger than I remember you in the cartoons, but maybe something's changed. Maybe there's a junior. Okay, Corviknight and Incin. Okay, God, I am so meted out right now. But I got the White Herb on Chad. Let's see what we can do with this. Okay, so Shark is going to go full-on Rock Slide situation, as Chad is going to go for a Fake Out into that Corviknight. So now I'm using Fake Out, which I have to say, pretty exciting to mess somebody else's day up. Incin is going to Fake Out, and then we're both here. This is where we live now. Okay, you love to see it. All right. So Corviknight is a bit of an issue that I don't quite know how to deal with. So Shark, maybe Shark actually goes for just like why you fake the Incin instead. That makes sense. What if I actually go... What if I do this? I'm going to Rock Slide on these two, and I'm going to protect Chad, because I feel like they're going to be focusing hard on Chad. So Chad protect. Norris, go for the Rock Slide. That's not really as good of a damage as I could have expected. Incin, Super... Corvi's going for the Tailwind. Okay, I'm letting them set up. I'm being a fool right now. All right. But we got a flinch on the Incin, which is pretty fantastic. I love ruining your day like that. Okay. Now, the question is, do they outspeed at this point? All right, I'm going to go full on... I'm going to keep rock sliding, I guess. Maybe I protect on the shark. No, they're not going to go for shark. I'm going to Dragon Claw into Corvi, and I'm going to go for the close combat into Incin. I'm worried about Corviknight going for me. Yeah, close combat on Chad, taking Incin out. I gotta say, any kind of team that's able to beat Incineroar up, I'm very excited about. Yeah, exactly. Brave Bird, so I did the trade. So Chad goes down, but I got the Incin, and that Brave Bird damage is going to start chipping away at Big Boss Bird. Okay. And we just keep a Dragon Claw for, you know, some damage. I should have gone for the Rock Slide, I guess. All right. Now comes the question of what do I do? I guess it's kind of a Cheryl situation, huh? I could get Arrietty in here to... No, Arrietty doesn't have a lot to say for this, huh? Yeah. I think we go for Cheryl. Cheryl comes in, and there's not so much that that thing can do against my Chomp. So here's Cheryl. So this is my counter to the Chomp, right? I Dragon Claw into the Chomp, and then Cheryl also goes for probably a Brave Bird into the Chomp. We Brave Bird, we double into the Chomp. All right, let's hope that they were hoping to get something. Yeah, Garchomp's gonna Rock Slide. Their Garchomp being faster than mine is a little cringe, I have to admit. Okay. This is a battle of absolute tanks. That Corviknight sucks, man. But that's the same Corviknight I'm using, so I guess we both suck. Sharknoir's flinched. Brave Bird from Cheryl. Okay, I think we're both rocking Jolly Garchomps. So our dual Jolly Green Chomps. This is a long and arduous fight that we are having. I think I'm going to keep up with the Dragon Fang, and I'm going to go for a, probably a Body Press. Well, actually, I'm going to bulk up on Cheryl. Because we're all going physical. Cheryl's got to get that bulk. So, because I don't see, like, a big threat to Cheryl, I don't see a reason not to just go for a little bit of a bulk up. Body Press is going to hurt on Shark, but not enough. Yep. Shark's got that rough skin. Please don't flinch. Shark is flinching twice in a row, and Cheryl flinches twice in a row. Okay, so this is, ooh, that, I don't like that. I don't like that very much. But the Tailwind is petered out, so now I should be able to do freaking something. I forgot that the Tailwind was going. Of course, they outsped me. Okay, and we're gonna go for a bulk up on Cheryl. Let's do it. Come on, Shark, you're jolly. You're jolly, Shark. They don't have the freaking wind behind their backs anymore. But they still win the speed type. This is pain. This is pain, and I don't like it. Dragon Claw, absolutely time to get it going. The rough skin sucks, but you gotta do what you gotta do. The flinch from Cheryl is the fucking worst. He's Scarf, that explains it. Okay. God, the sheer amount of flinches that I'm getting is vomit-inducing. All right, we Rock Slide, and we Body Press. All right. Shark, I need you to survive this. Shark is going down, that's for sure. Rock Slide is an issue. God, this is heinous. Please don't flinch. Okay, so Shark has been taken out. Okay, this is... The flinches! What are the flinches doing? God damn it. Okay. This is bad. The flinching. This is not really the match for old Hades right now. Okay. Arrietty? That thing just used Body Press, huh? So I'm gonna Encore it into Body Press. He has his Zard back there. Yeah, I'm cooked. I'm absolutely cooked, yeah. I guess I'm gonna Roost. This is garbage. This is garbage. Okay. Wow, this is a very difficult team to deal with. Okay, Cheryl, please don't get... The fact that I got flinched possibly like 7 times. That's insane. I guess we roost. There's nothing I can do against the Zard. There's truly nothing I can do against that Zard. Maybe, just maybe. I don't know. All right, let's actually get a Tailwind of my own. Actually, I know what I should do. I should Moonblast. You can actually skip the tutorial, May, if you want. I'm gonna get my own Tailwind cooking. And then I'm going to bulk up on Cheryl. Maybe... Yeah, here we go. You're switching out on this fool. Apocalypse. Good. Tailwind on Arrietty, so at least I've got my own. I'm not going to outspeed the Zard. But then this thing keeps rock sliding, and it's going to miss for once. That's nice that it misses Cheryl. Good for you, Cheryl. Arrietty's kind of in trouble with that crits. God damn. Okay, bulk up Cheryl. Give me the bulk on Cheryl. This is a painful match. This is pain. This is not very good. The opposing side's Tailwind is petered out, so I think I got a Moonblast into the Chomp, and I got to Body Press into... It's not very effective because it's flying still. I guess I go for the Brave Bird. Brave Bird into Apocalypse. Okay. Ugh. God, this is tough. This is a tough team. Okay, you're withdrawing Garchomp and you're bringing in Corvi. So the Moonblast might do something, but not much. Yeah, this is rough. I should have Moonblasted into the Zard. Okay. Yeah, the Sunlight is not a very good thing. Moonblast would have been great for the Zard, but we're going into the Corvi, which is not very exciting. And... a Brave Bird is going to outspeed. Oh, pretty damn close. Pretty damn close. Yeah. Heat Wave sucks. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Cooked. That's nice, Pig. Yeah. I wasn't able to position. Why is our... Oh, yeah, because it's flying. You're right. At least I would have done something. But good job, Giovanni. Giovanni's actually quite good at this. Okay, so that didn't work. That didn't work. There was a lot of flinching. I got flinched like 7 times. But you know what? I don't know the team very well, so let's keep trying. What if we kept trying? A little bit difficult to learn this team. All right. Oh, boy. Okay, so we... Not a Trick Room situation. It's all ghosts. This is a fully ghost team we're fighting against. Fascinating. What do you do against a team like this? You messed up when you lost your Zard Y counter in Chomp. Yeah. Let's see. What do you do about a team like this? Interesting that it's fully ghost. A lot of tomfoolery on this team. Okay, so we open Whimsy for sure. Whimsy's coming in. Yeah, they just didn't want to get fake outed. They're going full ghost. Fully ghosty goose. Well, they've got... I feel like Shark needs to come in. Honestly, what if I open Shark Corvi? Because they're gonna go fake out. Yeah, I think everyone but the yeah. So that's why I'm thinking Shark and him. Then we get Arrietty in the back. I could go for Wictor. You never know if Wictor could pop off here. But they've all, I gotta bring Mousehold, but Mousehold can't do anything against these fools. They can redirect. Honestly, instead of Arrietty, because I don't need to really worry about speed too much. I kind of do. All right. Arrietty. Mousehold. All right, Mousehold is going to be here to redirect and tank all of the ghost stuff. This is probably the wrong combination I've taken. Oh boy. Hello, High Plaza. All right, this is oh boy. Okay, we'll get it. Okay, so Cerulege immediately not feeling that amazing about what I'm seeing here. But that's okay, because Shark comes in with a super strong Earthquake, and Cheryl goes for... I don't have the Protect, do I? Shandy over Whim, yeah. I think Cheryl's got to get out of here. But I'm not a fire type. A fire type switching is not very exciting for me. Rock Slide is better, but could it... I guess if I double... Okay, let's do this. All right. Too many voices, too many suggestions. Well, we Rock Slide, and then we go for a Brave Bird into the Cerulege. Let's see if we can do this. Rock Slide will do something. Cerulege is low. If I can take out the Cerulege, I should be able to go far. God damn, that thing's strong. Okay. Bitter Blade's gonna hurt. Yeah, Cheryl's... Oof, that's massive. That's massive. Ugh, that's pain. Trick Room. Oh, God. Okay. Let's see. Well, we EQ here, and then Cheryl, we go for a Roost, just in case, because they're going to outspeed me for sure, so let's try. Let's see if we can survive if they don't focus on Cheryl. Matcha Gotcha. Shark Norris of... Oh, that can miss? Fantastic. That does nothing to Cheryl. Cheryl is unaffected. The Matcha Ghost. Bitterblade's going to kill. Yeah, that's it for Cheryl. Okay. God. I had a good idea of my matchups on my previous team. Alright, well, EQ's gonna take it out. Cerulege goes down. Yeah, I definitely should have EQ'd over the Rock Slide. I gotta go with my gut over chat sometimes, but I always appreciate the suggestions. I get a little cacophonous. Let's see here. I think we go Yeti. No, we gotta go Mousehold. Yeah, because Mousehold can keep this thing going. So, we're sending out the champ here. Go Mouse. Mouse is doing its thing. We go for probably like Claw into the Chomp, or the Champ. And then we go for a... God, there's really nothing to be done here. Except just keep this thing safe. Yeah, I think I'm cooked. I think I got nothing. And I'm gonna lose. So, I guess we follow me on Mouse. Yeah. I guess I could protect stall the Trick Room for sure. There's only so much I can do. Follow me on Mousehold. Mousehold wants you to punch Mousehold, please. Headlong rush into the Mousehold. Oh, that's it for Mousehold. Mousehold's got the sash, though, at least. Okay, but if that T is really an issue. Matcha Gotcha is gonna miss. Shark Norris again. Shark Norris can't be hurt. Oh boy. Yeah, there goes my buddy Mousehold. That doesn't quite work for you. Alright. Please punch my children. Yes. Shadow Claw, or no, Dragon Claw. Okay, so if I can get another one of those. Get another redirect. Come on, Arietti. How we doing on that Trick Room? Two for you? Okay, we protect on Shark. And we go for the... Probably the Tailwind. I mean, I don't need a Tailwind. I'm going to outspeed these fools. So that we just... I guess I just try to do as much damage to Matcha as possible. Cypher? Why are you bored? How could you be bored watching me? Just kidding. What's up, buddy? That's a strong energy to come in with. Currently trying out a new team recommended by Vic to try to make Victor shine, but this is not necessarily the team to fight against. Maybe I should have brought Victor. Rage Powder. Interesting. I'm so glad that I can have you waste your turn. So the Drain Punch into Shark. Okay. That's the Unseen Fist situation, right? Yeah. So the Rough Skin's doing something. Moonblast coming in hot. Good. Okay, so the Drain Punch is really going to be a big of an issue. Okay, we can't protect again. So we go for you, and we just Moonblast continuously. I think we should Moonblast in the champ, because if one of those Drain Punches goes off, it's done. Well, I guess I'm Moonblasting you, huh? All right. Matcha with the Rage Powder. Headlong Rush is going to suck. Yep. Shark tanks it. And this is the end of the Trick Room. I was able to outstall. So now Matcha goes down. Wait a second, Moonblast? Wait a second, I'm not affected? I'll learn what happened there one day. And we claw the Matcha. Ooh, crit! Wait a second, it's not over. It's not over. The Twisted Dimensions return to normal. Ooh, grass types ignore, powder moves. I forgot that Rage Powder would count that. Oh, look at that. Well, wait, Rogue, wait. No, I see it. We Dragon Claw. And I think I have to Tailwind, because this is going to let Shark go before the Rogue. Yeah, we Tailwind Arrietty with the Prankster. The Twisted Dimensions are normal. This lets Shark go first, and even if Shark doesn't finish the job, I can Moonblast next turn. Dragon Claw. That's a Sash. Yep. Meaning now, I think there's no way I don't win. Because you're going to Fire Blast into Arrietty, who is actually able to tank that pretty freaking well. And this is the first win with team number 3. Let's give it a try, everyone. I'm starting to learn, so let's keep this going. See if I can get any kind of synergy in my mind to harness this energy in the team. That's that bulk, baby. That's the bulk of Arrietty. Oh, let's continue. Let's give it a shot. That's check and mate. Yes, the earlier turns I fumbled, but it was thank you for the, yeah, definitely gotta get that recovery. Low-key. Low-key? This is low-key? Okay, we're dealing with a Sandstorm team that's got a Mega Glamora. Well, if you got that Mega Glamora, then boy, howdy am I bringing Shark Norris, right? Well, we gotta open Shark and go into Chad, right? Shark Chad. Shark Chad open. I don't see a big help for Wictor to be here, unfortunately, because of all the water and the dark and the rock and the pain and the horribleness. So I think we open these two. Honestly, I could, as opposed to Chad, I could open Cheryl. But the Insin's going to show up, so Chad needs to be here. Chad is the answer to Insin. And then we Cheryl, and then we Arrietty. I don't see a big need for Mouse Hold here. So we keep it up. All right, let's go. She built different. That's right. Okay, Arrietty is built different. You'd lead Arrietty. I guess I'm just worried about them opening with the poison type and then Arrietty immediately getting, like, sludge waved or something. My guess is they are going to open Insin and then maybe Glamora. Let's see. Okay, Sinistcha Azumarill. I don't know shit. I don't know what you're doing. Okay, I don't think that this is a bad matchup. I think I can still make this work. I mean, I think Shark Norris goes for the Protect for sure here, right? I guess I don't want Sinistcha. I don't want to necessarily go for the Fake Out this time around just because Sinistcha is going to... Now, let me get some chip on Azumarill. I don't know what Sinistcha is going to do. Is Sinistcha going to go for a Trick Room? Maybe. Let's see. I'm gonna try the Fake Out pressure because I want that. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. Because my idea would be to go straight for the Dire Claw. Shark is gonna protect. I think that they might be going Belly Drum with like a little Trick Room situation. So if I could fake them out, stop them from the Belly Drum. Are they gonna Trick Room? Yeah, they're Trick Rooming. Okay, so at the very least this way they don't get the Belly Drum. So this is going to be I think we got to switch Shark out, because that thing's going to go for me. I'm going to go for Cheryl to block any of that fairy shenanigan. And we Dire Claw into the Azumarill. And now we just have to wait on the Trick Room. Yeah, I just know Belly Drum's coming. So I guess I could have tried for the Dire Claw, but I don't know if that's a surefire. But now I know that they're not going to get it. Ice Punch is fine into Cheryl. Cheryl's good. Cheryl's alive. Shell Bell on Azumarill. You'll love to see it. This Matcha Gotcha, also not going to do much against Cheryl or Chad. Mostly ineffective on Cheryl. That's funny. That's a fun way to say it. Cheryl's thawed out! Oh my god! Great! Dire Claw. Massive. Azumarill's done. Okay, we avoided getting just absolutely rocked with the Belly Drum Trick Room. Alright. Let's see. God, I hate to admit it, but the cat's really good. Here's T-Tar. I think T-Tar's gonna go down no matter what, right? Cheryl's got that body press. Yeah. Matcha is a move that thaws out opponents. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I think we got to body press into T-Tar, right? Let's body press. No, I know what we need to do. We need to Brave Bird into Sinistcha. And then we need to go for the... Oh, I should actually protect on Chad. Because I'm not going to go first. Let's stall out the Trick Room. Okay. Yeah. All right, got to remember about the Trick Room. Yeah, poison is really important. Okay. So right now, T-Tar surprisingly not the biggest threat in the room. You're withdrawing Sinistcha. Interesting. Glamora. I see. Well, this is a little unfortunate. I protect on me, so really all that happens is I get the Toxic Spikes cooking now. Alright, that's fine. Well, well, well. Glamora Girls Marathon coming up. Alright, let's see here. Did the Toxic Spikes not pop out? No Toxic Spikes. Okay. Well, if that's the case, I think Cheryl goes for the body press on T-Tar, and Chad actually switches out to Shark. And then I gotta remember that Fake Out is something I can kind of replenish by switching, so if I'm not getting a lot of value out of my side pony Chad, I should kind of save him for a better day, right? So Shark's coming in. The Omni Ring is here. Oh, on T-Tar. Interesting. Now this is still Rock Dark. Let's see what we can do about this. Body Press is going to do big damage. It's not enough to take it out. Okay, what is T-Tar doing? Ancient Power Glamora. That's fine. Okay. Don't Omni Boost. Ice Punch. It's like they saw me freaking coming. All right. Well, that's very annoying, isn't it? They knew. They knew. That's so cringe how they knew. How did they know that? I'm supposed to win. All right, maybe Whimsy. No, Whimsy's very dumb to have in here, but I guess we gotta go back to Chad. All right. Chad, I need you. Chad is going to... Okay, so first of all, we gotta get Cheryl going for that body press on T-Tar. And then we gotta get that Fake Out pressure on Glamora. If they protect on T-Tar, if they protect T-Tar, it's fine. They're thinking about it. They're thinking really hard. They might run out of thinking time. we're getting Glamora out of here for Sinistcha. Okay, well, they're trying to get another Trick Room up. Hospitality's not going to do enough, I don't think. T-Tar, oh, well, T-Tar Protect maybe. Fake Out doesn't do anything. Okay, so this was a pretty clean turn for them to switch around. I should have gone, well, I mean, how would you have known? I could have gone for the bulk up, but if they didn't do that and went for something offensive, I guess my hand was forced, or I just don't know. So the Twisted Dimensions have returned to normal. So now I should be pretty chill to go for that body press into T-Tar. And then I should also probably just get that. Actually, I know what I need to do. Okay, so Cheryl goes for the Brave Bird into Sinistcha, and Chad goes for the Close Combat Unburdened into T-Tar. Sinistcha is a pretty good support for T-Tar. Rage Powder is going to be an issue. I forgot about Rage Powder. Close Combat, okay, I'm an idiot. That's fine. Hey, you ever been an idiot? Happened to me. Dragon Dance, not very cool. Not very fun on the G-Dance situation. Hi, Chufty. Well, the Brave Bird is what I wanted. So Sinistcha is going to be taking that chip all nice and tasty-like. Getting hit by the recoil. All right, the Sandstorm sucks for me, but Sinistcha also sucks for you. So you didn't go for the Trickery, the Trickety Trick Room, because you're D-dancing. All right, we are going to probably, I think we got to Brave Bird the Sinistcha. We Brave Bird the Sinistcha, and we protect on Chad. Chad must be protected in this crazy world. Hopefully T-Tar doesn't go for yet another D-dance. That would be kind of cringe. Chad protect. Chad is protecting. Rage Powder, that's what you do. That's what you're here to do now. Not a big fan. But the T-Tar Rock Slide, get protected on. This is probably going to be not so exciting for poor Cheryl, but she can do it. Cheryl can tank it. Brave Bird is going to finish this thing off. So Sinistcha no longer a big issue. I think I might still outspeed a T-Tar, even if it's one, like, boost up, right? So I should be able to close combat this fool. Cheryl's just chomping down on her leftover bird seed from earlier when she had a full meal of bird seed. Just because she's a bird and that's what birds eat, so what else would leftovers be for you? Now, Glamora certainly would be good if I had anything to do about you. So I guess I'm going to go for probably a Roost on Cheryl and a Close Combat into the T-Tar, but she's probably going to protect that T-Tar, huh? I guess I'm going to Close Combat anyway. Yeah, I gotta do it. All right. Let's T-Tar, because they might protect on that T-Tar slot. They're probably going to do that. So Cheryl's going to do their best to punish it with a Roost, but just in case they don't, Chad's going to do what Chad do. Yep, I had a feeling they'd do that. Okay, I gotta crust my gut a little more on that. Close Combat. So next turn, they go down if I'm not taken out Toxic. You can poison types. That's the ability you've chosen. Well, that's unfortunate for Chad. But actually, that's not so bad, because Chad's not going to stick around that long. Roost, on the other hand. Cheryl is able to take this thing going. Okay, yeah, Corrosion indeed. I guess it makes more sense for them to choose Corrosion in the Double Battles format, but I don't like it. Okay, Cheryl, I'm going to get you going for the Body Press on Glim. Maybe Body Press into Cheryl? Yeah, let's Body Press Cheryl. No, I want to take because T-Tar's got the... I need a Close Combat because of the speed that T-Tar's got. And then... oh, shit. What do I do? Okay, that's fine. It's going to work out. Just don't. Don't speak. I know just what you're saying. Okay, Close Combat. Okay, no flinch. Close Combat takes T-Tar out. Okay, so good to know that T-Tar can outspeed with one D-Dance. I've underestimated T-Tar's speed. I think that there's a high chance that that's it for old Chad this turn. But the Ancient Power is a little cringe. Don't like you doing it. Cheryl, survive. Don't get the Omni. Okay, Cheryl's gonna flinch. That's so cool. So awesome. God, that's the worst. Don't like that very much, but Chad's done. Okay. Oh, God. Ariettes can't do a whole lot. All right, we gotta do what we gotta do here. We gotta do what we gotta do here, Ariette. It's 2v1, but I'm not, like, super pumped about it. Let's get Cheryl roosting up, and let's get Ariette, I guess, doing literally anything. What did it just do? It did Toxic, didn't it? Let's see if I can get you Toxic. I'm gonna Encore you. It's not gonna be exciting, but I should be able to outlast it if it doesn't have access to any of its offensive moves, right? It's Ancient Powering, so I should be able to hang on, because it's gonna run out of... It's got the speed boost. That's a bummer. Yeah. Yeah, so it got the Omni boost, which I'm not too excited about, but maybe I should go for the bulk, but it's not gonna help right now. I gotta focus offensively at the moment. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna Moonblast this thing, knowing that it can't Toxic me. It's gotta... Ancient Power. Does it always go into the same slot? Because I don't like that very much. Moonblast is doing something. We're doing something. I guess Glim outspeeds, so maybe I should go for the Tailwind next turn around. God, that's insane how little that does. God, this is not very fun. Okay. Yeah, Glim's a tough one, because they predicted my switch into the Chomp, right? They knew I was switching into Chomp. Okay, so let's go for the bulk on Cheryl, and let's get that Tailwind going. Because this thing might struggle itself to death if it runs out of... Okay, so I think I've got it. We Tailwind, so this way my bird can outspeed. I'm not convinced that I'm going to win, but it's not a 0 chance. Ancient Power hurts. But Cheryl survives 1. Not a second Omni boost, but now I know I outspeed, so I can get another Roost in the mix. The Encore is over. Cheryl, I need you to Roost. Can I Encore it again? Can I just Encore you again? Let's find out. Is it gonna fail? I'm about to learn something here. It doesn't. So you're gonna keep on doing it. I love it. Okay, hell yeah. Okay, this might actually function, because Cheryl's gonna Roost their way back to health. Yes, I think I caught that. Let's see here. I'm so glad they've only got 1 Omni boost, but you hate to see any. It's got to be running out now. So I guess I'm gonna Roost again on Cheryl. So it's it's got 8 of them. We just go for as many of these Moonblasts as possible. Get as much as chip damage as possible. All right. Ooh, Persian, fun. What color is shiny Persian? Okay, Moonblast is gonna do so little. It's gonna be so embarrassing, but that's fine. Glim Glim. Roost on Cheryl. I am using all of these. Oh, interesting. Ancient Power. You're gonna be running out of those sooner than later. Okay, Cheryl can tank those. No Omni boost. Good. Okay. They have 4 more. Thank you. Is this including that one, maybe? Okay. I guess we just gotta put on the body presses now. I've got a bulk up going, so let's see what I can get. And I'll just keep encoring. I think it's done. I think this is very annoying for you. It's also annoying for me, did you know? Okay, please. God, that does so little. That's so little. Ancient Power, here we go. Okay, into Ariette this time. How fun. I guess I'm gonna go for another bulk up at this rate. Glimmora ended the encore. The Tailwind petered out. Okay. Well, here's what I gotta do. I'm gonna bulk up for Cheryl this turn around, and I am just going to encore you again. You will run out of these sooner than later, Glimmora. Sooner than later you will run out. I am not gonna give up this win. I've fought very hard. You outplayed me by doing that ice punch into the chomp. That was unfortunate. Didn't like that. Yeah, oh, Encore needs to be active for me to... It failed. What? How does it do that? Acid Armor. I guess Encore can fail? I wonder what happened just there. Does anybody know? Ugh. Cringe. It failed because it had no PP. Oh, okay. I was thinking I could just get it to... Okay. Well, wouldn't you know? All right, we guess we body press. I guess I'll encore it again. I'm gonna encore that one. This is gonna get very slow, very quick. This is gonna be such an annoying match. I think I might just get the clock running out, yeah. Encore. I guess I get as many of these bulk ups as possible. This is gonna do nothing. Yeah, that's not a lot. I guess I'm gonna just max out on bulk ups. Yeah, they just acid armored, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't do anything, so... I mean, it definitely makes my attacks do so little, but I've got... let me just do a bunch more bulk ups, and then I guess I'm gonna just get a Tailwind cooking. You know? All right. Are you bored yet? There's 2 minutes left in the battle. Casually downing protein powder. All right. Going bulk up. Yeah, they certainly can't do anything to the Corviknight. This doesn't feel good, but I am winning, which I guess is good. I'm gonna bulk up again. You don't think that I won't. And I guess Moonblast, while highly ineffective, isn't... It's a special move, so that's cool. Keep on trucking along, Ariete. Yeah, I've got 2 Pokemon also. Doesn't that mean something? Is it 2v1 or is it just HP? Well, we got 60 seconds until they're done with us. Yeah, they're stalling the timer, but is there a reason that I wouldn't? Glimmora ended its encore. Well, not for freaking long, buddy. I'm body pressing you. Encore. You draw otherwise. Is this going to be a draw? No point will come. What does that mean? Spiky shield. Okay, so that's gonna hurt a little bit. Encore. Gonna be protected. So what happens now? I get hurt by that a little bit. Ow. The battle's gonna be over in 3 seconds. Because I have 2 Pokemon, do I win? The battle is over. The battle is a draw. Okay, so that's... I hope you're happy. So it's a draw because... So running the timer out... What happened? Is there a way to win when the timer goes out? Let's keep going. Let's continue. I think Pelipper people put an awful lot of respect on the Pelly. What's up, Adam? All right. Let's see what we can do here. Here we go. It's time to go. We're going slowly. That's only in ranked tournaments. It automatically makes someone win when the timer ends. Only in ranked in tournaments. Interesting. So this is ranked, but I guess it doesn't count here. It's not a tournament. Copy you. All right. Yeah, it is a thing. All right. So let's see what we're looking at here. I don't really know what to think about what I'm seeing. I've seen Heliolisk in here a couple times. Well, I'm definitely going to want to bring the Chomp, right? We bring in the Chomp. Maybe we Chomp and Chad? Chad Chomp? Probably a Chad Chomp, right? Well, yeah, right. We can at least fake out somebody before we switch into, like, a... I see. Alright. Cheryl. Maybe we Shark and Cheryl? Maybe Shark, Cheryl. I might want to bring Chad. Chad, Shark, Cheryl. Arrietty? I guess Arrietty. Chandelure has not really been good into any of these teams, which is a little upsetting. Wictor's just not getting any use out here, but everyone's got teams that are not very good for Wictor. Noivern and Sneasler. Okay. Well, here's Shark, Norris, and Chad. All right. Well, what do you do about this, huh? I guess could I go for a Dragon Claw over on Noivern while getting a Fake Out over on Sneasler? I should probably Fake Out the Noivern. Well, can I? Let me try to Fake Out a Sneasler. Is this a speed tie situation? Sneasler protects. Interesting choice. Well, I Fake Out. Well, this is going to be almost what I wanted. That thing's going to outspeed with the Tailwind. But Dragon Claw is probably going to kill, right? I don't see Noivern putting up with many of these. Yeah, it's got the Sash, of course. All right. Yep. I guess I should have doubled in with the Fake Out. All right, well, what are you going to do? We protect on Shark. And then I come in with probably just a Dire Claw into Noivern to take it out. Because I don't want to be dealing with that dragon stuff. Let's see. You think Wictor was fine into all the matches except the sand one? Maybe. Uh-oh, no problem. Well, I misplayed that. Okay. This is complicated. This is hard. All right. Well. Come on, Cheryl. Let's see what we can do here. I think I'm gonna try to punish this with a bulk up Cheryl. I should probably go Brave Bird, huh? Yeah, Sneasler's got to go. Yeah, probably. Let's see. Cheryl. Cheryl's fine. Dire Claw into Shark. Please don't poison. Good. Sleep! Come on! That's so painful. Shark, please. God, Sneasler sucks. All right. At least I took it out. Let's see. Chandelure Mega, yes. It is in Champions. Maybe I should... Well, let's see. Poison. I guess, yeah, once sleep is over, it's over. All right, we Rock Slide if we can possibly get the Wake Up here. And I go for the Roost on Cheryl. Blastoise is probably going to Ice Beam me, huh? But I don't have a clean switchy. That's it. All right. Well, Shark, I guess we go for the Rock Slide. And then Cheryl, we go for the Roost. Big Man Blastoise, probably going to mess me up. It's Mega, it's Blastoise. It's big, it's man. Oh, it's Water Spout. Yeah, that would make sense, huh? Okay, not a big fan of that. Noivern going with the Flamethrower? Yeah, this is a loss. I got pretty cleanly stomped this time round. It's not over, but I don't think it's going to go well. Yeah, that's it. All right. Well, this was a good match, buddy. This is tough. This game's a hard game. That's okay. GG, sir. My entire strategy that I was having in my previous team, I don't really have it in the old guys that I was kind of focusing on, so this might be more ready for other stuff, but I don't know how to use it. Got a very unnecessary sleep on a yard. On a yard? People shorten words into things that don't make sense. Let's see. A Zard? All right, let's see. We got a Sun team. Oh, yard. Okay, there we go. People are making too many words. All right. So, Tuna, what can we do about you? Honestly, that Farig is going to be coming in here. What do I do? Could I do anything to take that Farig out in one? Maybe I could. Maybe I could. All right, let's try. Let's see what I can do about this. Satuna. Just circling around. Yeah. I brought Victor. You bet I freaking brought Victor. Okay. So that thing's gonna get the Trick Room off for sure. Okay. Honestly, I don't want to get... What if I go for the Mega into the Overheat on Farig? And then, Chad, you go for the Fake Out Pressure on Incin. Let's try this. Let's see. We Omni Ring. I'm going to see exactly what this can do to a Farig. It's not Sun boosted. Armor Tail only works on him, though, right? I'm faking out the Incin. Armor Tail works for everybody. All right, well, I'm learning, so... I guess it doesn't matter, because I would have got Fake Outed anyway. I guess I could have protected. It's fine. Overheat's going to do massive damage on Farig. Yeah, the entire side. You know, it's funny that you said that, because I feel like I just learned that. That's crazy. That's crazy how that works. Okay. Well, now, Victor, you should probably protect. While, Chad, I'm going to have you close combat into Incineroar's big dumb face. We're going to be focusing. You're going to Darkest Lariat. That's what I thought you might want to do. At the very least, I've got some kind of skills. Psychic is going to kill me. Should have seen that coming pretty well. Well, what are you going to do about that? Okay. I have some skills, but apparently not enough. Okay, so we come into Arrietty. So, actually, I think I'm going to switch you out here, buddy. We're going into Cheryl. And then Arrietty is actually going to... Tailwind. Well, Tailwind's not going to do anything. I'm going to Moonblast into the Farig, I guess. I hate Incineroar. I'm so sorry if that's your guy. I hate your guy. Let's see. Let's see what I can do. So good to know that it wasn't quite enough. Yeah, I'm not going to Encore him. So it's also part of the ability that it can't work on. Yeah, Cheryl's going to tank that. Mirror Armor gets the Spadef drop. Wait, this might matter. Flare Blitz. You can maybe tank it? Super can't. Arrietty cannot tank it. Okay, this is the situation where perhaps the Focus Sash is actually healthy. Maybe we want that Sash. Well, well, well. What do you do about that? I guess we're going back to Victor. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Okay. All right. Trick Room, 2 more turns. Cheryl. Let's go for a bulk up on Cheryl, huh? Maybe I should body press Insane. And then I should protect on Wictor, because they're going to be focusing Wict. The family was really good in this matchup. What's the family? Mega Chandelure's ability is Infiltrator. So it gets past... ooh, Shadows? I'll be fine with that. It gets past Protect... Oh, they're doubling into Cheryl, are they? Okay. Mousehold. Obviously. I guess I don't really know what to do with Mousehold. Well, Wictor, I think I'm cooked. I think I'm pretty well cooked, but let's go for this. Yeah, you got me. You got me good. God, this is tough. I'm getting roasted. I'm toasted. The Lariat comes. The Lariat comes for me. Yeah. Well, well, well. Yeah, I guess I guess if I brought in a follow me situation. Yeah. All right. Well, okay. All right. Okay. I don't feel good about this. We keep going though. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You might actually keep me down, but I don't know if I'll stay there. You prefer the throat chop? I see. But either way, it would have killed my baby. It would have killed Wictor. Would have killed him dead. But throat chop does stop a lot of nasty threats. A lot of hyper voicing. Okay, Toki Mimo. Interesting. All right. This is a tricky little situation. I feel like we're gonna open Arrow, right? What do you do about this? What do you do about this? Chad? Oh, what about Mousehold Shandy? What about a Mousehold Shandy situation? Mousehold Shandy, Arietti, and then probably Chad because I need to deal with that big boy. All right, let's try this. I'm throwing stuff at the wall here. We're gonna make it work. All right. Razor, thanks for stopping by. Good to have you. Okay, Mousehold and Wictor, best friends forever. Into these two. What do you do about these guys? Well, I think I know what to do. We go for a follow me on Mousehold, and we go for a Mega Evolution Shadow Ball on Dragapult. Aerodactyl's probably gonna do Rock Slide, huh? Well, what am I gonna do? Chomp over Chad? Let's see. I guess Chomp would have also been a good one. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what we can accomplish here. Follow me. Please focus all of your ghosty goo stuff on me. Tailwind. Okay, so they went Tailwind first, which means that they're not going to necessarily get me with that Rock Slide. Dragon Pulse into the family of mice. That's good. And Shadow Ball. Massive damage into the Pult. Okay, there's the one on Pult. The Sash is going to do some pretty good stuff. Okay, if they're going for Dragon Pulse, I'm going to be focusing there. What if I instead... I think I got to get Arietti in here. Yeah, we switch Arietti, and we protect Wictor. Let's try this. They're withdrawing Aerodactyl. Interesting. We're all pivoting. Look at us. Here's the gambit. Well, wait a second. This is actually fantastic. This is actually pretty good for old me. No, if they sucker punch, I'm cooked, right? I'm absolutely cooked if they punch. But I think I can punish this. Dragapult's gonna Shadow Ball. It's gonna protect. I think I might have something here. Okay, Arrietty, actually, I want you to go for the Moonblast into the Pult. Yeah, Moonblast into the Pult. I'm switching Wictor out for Chad because I know they're gonna sucker punch me. The chances that they don't sucker punch me are low. Because that would just kill me in one. Why would they not want to sucker punch me? That's such a tasty weakness that they're exploiting. Oh, God. Okay, come on. Wictor, I need you back here. We'll get the sun up for you eventually, but Chad, the former alpha, that peaked in high school, the Dragon Pulse is going to be fine. Chad's all right with that. And they didn't sucker punch. They kowtow cleaved, but I should resist. Yep, Chad resists. We're doing A-OK. All right. And the Moonblast takes out the frickin' Dragapult. Okay, this isn't the cleanest that it could have been, but it works. It works. I like it. Now what? Now what? I don't have to worry about that Dragapult speed anymore. Here's Arrow. What's up, Wayward? Good to see you. Okay. Honestly, what do you want to do about this? I guess I gotta get this Sunny Day cooking. How's your Tailwind situation? No Tailwinds. Okay. Well, maybe I should, honestly... Honestly, I'm gonna go for that... I should probably Tail, because I might not get another opportunity. We Tailwind, and then Chad is actually going to go for the Fake Out on the Gambit. Actually, Fake Out the Aerodactyl. Yeah, we Fake Out the Aerodactyl. Because I think it's more important to set up Chandelure and keep Aerodactyl from going for the, yep. Sucker Punch is going to fail. Fantastic. Okay. Good. Yes. Okay. This worked out. Get that flinch on Aerodactyl, keep that Tailwind. So now I've got my Tailwind, meaning I go for my Sunny Day, and then I think I have to just go for... I could Protect, but they're going to get it back up. I got to go for that Close Combat into the Gambit. Or I could go Close Combat into the Aerodactyl. I feel like Aerodactyl's the bigger issue, but I might be able to handle him. All right, we do no because I need to. It's the Sucker Punch, yeah. So Sunny Day, the Sucker Punch is probably gonna hurt really bad anyway. But what are you gonna do? No, they didn't Sucker Punch. Oh my God, punished. The Gambit is down. Okay, I needed to take out the Gambit here. I don't know what they were planning to do, but I'm glad that they didn't Sucker Punch into that slot. Okay. Chad's got that White Herb as if high defense is really going to be a big help here. The Rock Slide, they're not going for the Tailwind. So Chad goes down. Thank you, Chad. This is going to get us into... Oh boy, what do you do about this? I think Mousehold's got to come in. Yeah, let's get Mousehold in here. They would have lived if he swapped. Copy. Alright. They've got Raichu. I think I've got to Moonblast this Aerodactyl as Mousehold goes for a taunt on Arrow. If I could taunt the Arrow, that would be pretty fantastic. Let's see if I can keep them from getting a Tailwind up. Fake Out. Into Mouse. What are you going to do? Mouse is going to flinch. Moonblast. It's worth something. It's worth something, all right. It's going to get the Rock Slide going. Mousehold is not doing so great. Okay. We are going to Encore. What are they doing to Mousehold? Yeah, they Fake Outed. So we're going to Encore that. Mousehold, I think you need to get the taunt off on Arrow. Mouse hold on the whim slot because you would have had friend guard. Ah, fake out. Good. We punish. We get the taunt, so no for you. Rock slide. It's going to miss. Mouse hold. That's fantastic. Okay. Arrietty is absolutely going to survive, goddammit. The tailwind is petered out. Okay, well, I'm going to have to get that tailwind cooking again. Get the tailwind. Now, mouse hold, I need you to just go for that super fang. Probably on Rai. Actually, why don't I keep mouse hold safe for the Mo? No, they're going to go for another one of those, huh? Mouse hold has to go down. Okay. Mouse hold, do as much as you can with a super fang. Okay. That's what I'm doing here. I'm getting the free switch here. Arrietty needed that. Needed to get that up. Raichu's got struggle, which is actually bad for Arrietty. Okay, so this is a little rough, but I think I definitely have the sun up, and I've got, I think, the win condition. Yeah, Wictor's here. I've got the sun. I've got the tailwind. Wictor with a tailwind, timid style, should outspeed that arrow, right? Where's my Mega Evolution? No, I have it. Okay, never mind. I'm crazy. Okay, as long as I hit both of these, I win. So if I just need to hit. Yeah, this is it. Dunyan rings, everybody. That is a clean W. Arrow and Raichu are out. Why no Shadow Ball? Just now? So that I could win. Yeah, baby. Ooh. Ooh, baby. Let's see. I guess it was struggling. Yeah, I guess so. All right, I think that's actually all I've got in me right now, everybody. This has been fun. Always fun to do these streams for y'all. I'll keep trying to make this team work. I'm circling the drain in Ultra. There's something about the team that isn't quite jiving with my brain, but that doesn't mean that it's a bad team. It just means that I don't know. Maybe it's a playstyle thing. Maybe it's me. I don't know. I haven't quite gotten Mousehold to pop off. Oh, yes. I understand. I guess I like to live dangerously. Yeah, something's happening here. I think I'm gonna not do the mental herb for Arrietty, but it's nice to have the mental herb for Arrietty because if I get taunted, then it's an ish. But if they've got their own, yeah, they're taunting, then they're taunting, then they're taunting. What are you gonna do? You're never gonna be amazing into every matchup, I guess. So Mousehold, Shark Norris, Cheryl, Chad. Unfortunately, Chad's quite good. I'll think on it. But everyone, always good to stream for you guys. I'll see you around. Thanks for all the help with the team. And I will see you guys. No stream on Friday. I got the work gods are hungering, but I'll be back on Sunday. Look forward to the new video coming out probably next week about this game. So maybe I'll be having a little more, or maybe not. But I'll see you guys soon. Have a good one. Ciao, y'all.